Previously in the GodBreaking, our group of heroes had found the mystical city of Mistrala. And there, at the foot of the Silver Spire, they began to make acquaintances and negotiate the social circles and begin to dig at what was really going on in this town. They managed to meet up with and talk to Battlemaster Telephos, a Magnus of incredible ability and natural talent, wielding bardic magic of unseen power. Unable to speak, though, to just carry on even basic verbal conversation, they ended up primarily communicating with his apprentice, a young lady who they had not seen for a number of years, named Ava. Ava, oh, shoot, I gave her a name, a last name back then. Because back then I was actually giving people last names.
Oh, yeah.
Bill for the
Stolter.
Dave.
Ava Stolter. Ha ha ha. I looked at that. Looked that crap up. Okay. Who is a particularly talented musician who used to work in the Temple of Tyr, I believe.
Yep.
Before you guys managed to incur the burning down of her town and trapping her buried alive inside a cave. Through speaking with Telephos and Ava, our party managed to uncover the secret to what had actually happened in the Silver Spire 2 years ago, when Headmaster Aaron sealed off the top of the spire, all the upper levels of the spire, along with 2 of his most powerful magni, in order to protect the ailing body of the goddess Mistra, the incarnation of all magic. And during the process of that communication, they discovered that their companion, or at least their traveling partner, Robin, had at some point been hired to deliver a shard of demon glass past the barrier in the Silver Spire, and that he had already accomplished that task. With this realization, and with the effects of Robin's actions evident, Mistrala's elemental defenses awakened and began to ravage the city. With a great deal of haste, the party decided that the best way to save the city would be to enter the Silver Spire itself and deal with the problems within. So you guys used Robin's power and Feldern glued Robin's lips shut. And like they say, you can go 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, and 3 minutes without air. I think that's what the thing is. So, Robin is currently unable to eat and unable to drink, because Feldern glued his lips shut with sovereign glue. And so you guys were in the Silver Spire. You guys fought a couple of the defenses and encountered a couple of traps as Battlemaster Telephos went off to deal with one of the other Magni, Flera, the Magnus of Flame. You guys realized towards the end of last session that you were being toyed with and tested as Dusk, the Magnus of Shadows, called out to you as you worked your way through the various levels of the spire. Okay, that's where we left off. You guys, let's see here. Had we fought there? No. Had we fought here?
Wait, hang on. We're being attacked by the Magnuses?
You guys are working your way up the spire. Yeah. So you guys, there's multiple different levels, and the first Magnus you encountered was Flera, but Telephos just branched off, and they're having this epic battle up in the skies, and he told you guys to move on as he dealt with her.
And we saw somebody in the shadows before he melted away.
Yes, you saw shadows moving and melding in front of you. Alright. I can't find the friggin' map that I used last week. Oh, here it is.
Spire Hall, I think.
There it is. Okay. So you guys just dealt with the elemental, the little electric imps and the electrogeists in this room. And you saw dusk, or at least the shadows at the end of this long hallway, way down this direction. Just the shadows began to like suck together and go off as he said something witty to you. I don't forget. I remember what I said. All right. Something to the effect of you enjoying his traps, and let's see what you can handle next. That kind of thing. All right. What do you guys want to do?
Deimos is okay. Are you staying in mammoth form, Baisley? Or,
Yes, yes, definitely.
all right. Deimos is gonna. Xenos probably won't work very well in the mammoth, but he's gonna pull out his ridiculously awesome healing spell. I bought a couple of these things at cities. I will pass out healing potions to people as I chug these sons of bitches. So I guess whoever is hurt, like Euphemia, Elwyn, is Albrecht going to be in this?
Yeah, I'll play Albrecht.
All right. Albrecht, me, and Feldorn. I'll get everybody 2. So we'll take my total of 12 down to 2. These are just regular healing potions.
What's the roll
They're
for
just the 2d4 plus 2 ones, but it'll help save on resources.
The
So
other one's not on the map.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't
Oh,
have
yeah,
a
I'll put you on
thing
that.
for us. You just have to probably roll it for yourselves.
There. You're there.
Wait, did you pass one to me as well? Because
I didn't pass it to you yet.
Good.
In mammoth form, yeah. So I got 2 left.
I was gonna pop it back on your head with my trunk.
what's the button you hold to heal? Right, the number and heal.
I'm just gonna manually do it.
Is it control?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking.
It's control when you do damage.
So what's
Maybe
healing?
shift?
Maybe shift.
Nope, the damage.
It's control to heal yourself.
So control
Okay.
is heal, shift is damage. Okay.
I don't want to do math. Math is evil.
Most of us can agree on that, yes.
Yep. So that was Deimos' superior healing spell of picking up healing potions.
Okay.
Technically, that's a pretty good heal.
Yeah.
That's the sad part.
All right. What are you guys doing?
Here, I'll just roll for Albrecht real fast. Oh, did you already do Albrecht?
I did
can
not.
do it.
Feldorn kind of wonders why Deimos doesn't have healing spells.
He does, but he knows this is probably a long ass fucking journey.
What makes you think that, man?
I don't know. It's like he's been it through before somehow.
Not like it's 5 or 6 maps of monsters that are going to kill us.
Yeah, I don't know how to stick that on, but it's 13 off of Albrecht. So about a half a hit from a goblin.
Okay.
All right, guys. So should we keep going?
What do you guys want to do?
Onward to glory.
Okay. You guys continue down this hallway. And you guys have been through the observatory level, the observation level. You've been through the arboreum, which is this huge... Oh, the observation level of Feldorn, since I did not post videos this week because I forgot to, was this massive open... Like, they entered... As they entered the spire, they entered into the observation level, and they could see for miles and miles around. It's where the mages would come, and they would basically view through various spells much of what was happening in Tandesh all over the continent, basically. But it's like this huge, no windows, no walls area. The Arboreum was this very thick, dense jungle area that they went through, and now they're in like you guys are in like one of the between zones. So there's actually passageways and hallways and stuff as you're walking around. Okay, so you guys continue on together. Let's have everyone roll me a perception check.
You might want to put the exhaustion thing on me.
Okay. Okay.
I don't see shit.
I know, but Owen and Renly are rolling those natural 20s. Alright, and Deimos is not perceptive.
Oh, what are we doing?
Perception checks? Oh yeah, Euphemia is not perceptive.
Let me see.
The mammoth tries to walk softly.
Mammoth is doing a decent job. Okay, as you guys continue on, having experienced and seen what Deimos did by stepping on one of the tiles in this hallway, you managed to avoid two more similar traps, just basically depressed tiles on the floor. You see a couple of, with those natural 20s, I mean, you're skipping a lot of traps. You're getting the feel of what, you know, the defenses in this area. And being the seasoned dungeoneers that you are, you recognize patterns of or opportunities and different eaves in the ceiling and different things of architecture that might lend themselves towards hiding and housing traps. So you managed to make it through without springing anything bad. Feldorn, along the way, you, however, with your state of exhaustion, you're moving slower than the rest of them. Everyone is walking, you're dragging behind them. And you're not really looking around, you're not very observant around you. You do manage to trip an incidental trap. So I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. Ah, okay. Well, the cold damage as a spike of ice breaks out of the descends out of the ceiling, comes dropping down on you, does that, and you take half damage.
Okay.
Okay. You guys continue on, and this hallway winds around for quite a while. You guys are very cautious and paranoid, but you're not wanting to slow down too much. Feldorn continues to drop further behind. How are you guys going to handle
I'm actually
Feldorn's-
like, I'm miming to Feldorn, like, would you like to ride the mammoth? Pointing towards him with
That
my
would actually
truck.
be kind of funny.
I'll stay behind with him if...
Feldorn has no idea what the fuck the mammoth is saying and just keeps ignoring it.
I'll hang back with you, Feldman.
Yes, I'm terrible at performance.
Okay. So you guys are walking back there.
I will try to grab Feldorn. Oh, I have no idea what's gonna happen now.
You're gonna try to pick him up?
Yes, with my truck, and like slowly grab, and then move onto my back.
Okay, Feldorn. So the mammoth just gently turns and moves her large trunk and wraps it around you, just very gently and slowly.
Oh, thinking the mammoth is gonna attack me, I poison spray
Well,
it.
you know that the mammoth is Basil. You saw her transform into it, or is Gale? Is Renly? Sorry.
I get picked up by the mammoth, I guess.
Okay. All right. So
Being
with that,
exhausted, I wouldn't fight or anything.
yeah. With that being said, you guys are able to maintain a decent move speed. And since I had forgotten to get a mammoth token last time,
That's cool. It'll bite it soon, and then I'll switch to something else. It'll be fine.
I know, but we were talking about it, so I just remember. So while you guys were role-playing that, I'm making a mammoth token. 2 seconds, just because I hate having these
Giant
letters.
letters.
Yeah, that's like the
Same.
first. That's the first one I've used, in all 70 sessions that we've played. The first actual letter, and I hate it.
Yeah, actually, it's been crazy. You've
It
had like
slays
tokens
me.
for everything.
Slays me. All right, here. Boom. There you go. Check that out.
Ooh.
Okay. Alright, so you guys travel along, and this is a long, winding hallway. You can tell it circles like the circumference of the spire. And eventually, after about a mile's worth of travel, and which is not even the circle, doesn't manage to circle the whole spire, you come to a stairway, a large stairway, where it branches upwards to the next level. It's, a stairway about 8 feet wide, steps that go up and curve around further than you can see. And it gets pretty dark up there.
I'm guessing as we slowly walk up, we're gonna keep looking for traps and stuff.
Okay. Alright, you
I'll
start making
stand
your way
right
up.
by the mammoth.
Are you leading, Deimos? Or who's in front?
I figure at this point, Albrecht probably would, but since he's not here, I guess I'll lead if nobody else wants to.
I will be squeezing, so I don't think people want me in the front. It would be like a giant fleshy cube in the front. I'll
Okay.
be right behind y'all, though.
Okay. So Deimos and Albrecht are in the front. The mammoth and Feldorn riding her are on the back, and then you got Elwyn and Ava
That sounded
and
so
Robin
wrong.
and Euphemia.
Hmm.
All right. As you walk up, you guys enter and let me set this. A large, and you can tell that the spire is massive. I'm trying to convey the proportions of this thing, but it's huge. It's like Donald Trump huge.
That's too big.
Yeah.
We'll never get
That's
out.
just
We should just
tiny.
go back, guys.
You guys walk into this huge platform. So let's see, and you're coming in this way. So we got
Does it say loading in the middle of the platform?
I'm gonna make a map like that one day. Does this be just a loading screen?
That would be
Into the
hilarious.
abyss.
Wait, you guys are loading? Oh, I forgot to
Yeah.
share it. Crap. I forgot to preload it.
Yeah, well.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, this is gonna be my thing when I ever run a game where you're in like, what's that,
That
what's
is
that
the
crazy thing?
You tell that.
Haze or something like that?
Fog of War.
Okay. Oh, Renly. So I'm gonna swap your. Okay. So since you're using a new character sheet, I'm gonna transfer all the damage and your spent spells onto your new one.
Oh, it already has it.
It already has it. You did it already.
Yeah, I saved it with all of the damage and everything, so I just, yeah, keeping it.
All right. So I'm putting you on the combat tracker, the current version of you. Okay. So you guys walk onto this large platform. In the ground there is this very large arcane circle, just kind of like scraped and etched into the ground below you. You guys, you hear the voice kind of come through, just echoing throughout the room. You're not really sure where it's coming from, and says, "Well, now for test number 2. Which of you is the smartest and can discern your way through this one? Let's see, shall we? Are you worthy of attaining the heights of the spire and the secrets within?"
Smartest? Huh.
Yeah, so guys, who's smart here?
Job for Deimos.
Deimos actually, he points out that he can count to a pretty high number, and he actually went to the local community college.
The mammoth head tilts.
You want to go for it, Deimos? I'm behind you,
Deimos
buddy.
is totally intelligence at 12. Am I smarter than some of you guys?
You're smarter than me.
Holy shit, I'm
You
smarter than-
actually are.
You guys
I'm
and your
smarter
dump
than
stats.
3
I mean,
people. Holy shit. Euphemia
see.
is slightly smarter than me. Feldorn's. Oh my goodness. You guys
Feldorn is
are.
the smartest with 14, but he's exhausted.
Yeah, exactly.
Euphemia is 13. Deimos is 12.
What are you, Rayleigh?
I am 13.
Alright, well, it's either
I was
you or
debating, but
Euphemia.
yeah.
I'm just.
I still vote Deimos.
I will help someone.
I think I'm the dumbest in the group.
I don't think you're dumb. I think you're smart in other things. Deimos was originally going to be an engineer, but then he decided punching people was better. Deimos is definitely not the smartest, but if no one else wants to go, he'll go in.
Deimos.
Okay, oh, Feldorn is back, so you might want to ask him.
Yo, Feldornio. People want Deimos to be the smart one of the party for a trap thing.
They're
What do you-
asking who's the smartest. I think you're the smartest.
Doesn't Euphemia have more intelligence than I do?
Hell yeah.
That explains a lot.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, they want the smartest one to get through a trap thing. But we don't know how you feel because you're all fucked up and shit.
Feldorn slumps over the mammoth and goes,
Alright,
The,
so
the mammoth makes encouraging movements with its trunk, like, go on, go on.
Alright, so Deimos takes out his character sheet and actually compares it with Euphemia, and he's like, look, it says you're slightly smarter than me.
What kind of trap is it?
And then if you have to roll any skill checks, Euphemia, you're more proficient in. I mean, you're proficient in everything.
And Feldorn has exhaustion, which means everything is at disadvantage.
Yeah, but
Everything
actually,
is
that's
at
true, yeah.
disadvantage.
funny.
Nope, it'd be even funnier when you die. So go
No,
ahead, go,
no one wants
go
to die.
Euphemia.
'Cause if
Go.
one of
What
us dies, we all
What?
die. No one dies.
We're trying to stay alive, yeah, people.
I mean,
Feldorn
if
points
you don't
at-
want to do it,
narrator.
Deimos will go in, but he can't promise the best possible outcomes of this.
Fine, I'll go in.
The mammoth will try to help.
Afraid.
Mammoth comes up behind you and tries to help.
Feldorn gives the mammoth the stank eye, thinking, why is this thing trying to kill me?
Okay. So who's stepping in?
Eldorn, it's that weird old gnome lady.
Who's stepping in?
I am.
Okay, so Euphemia, go ahead and step yourself into the circle. Okay. As you walk into this, as you step into the circle, to everyone else, you just see her walk into the circle. All right, and really nothing else, and she just walks in. But to you, Euphemia, the light of the runes around you begins to glow. A bright, flaring, red, burning light just begins to radiate all around you, and you can feel the heat kind of soaking up around your body. It's beginning to seep in through your skin. Your body temperature begins to raise a little bit. You're at the point of feeling a little bit uncomfortable, as this thing is just like radiating hot air all around. Then there's a swirl. You know how, like in the desert, the hot air rising will kind of cause the light as it's reflecting off of things to like fracture and shimmer like a mirage level, and this begins to continue and begins to coalesce, and you see a form appear in the center of the runes in the circle here. And he says,
Not the bees.
He says, 3 tests I have for you to see whether or not you are worthy of ascending the spire. The first will test your constitution. Can you stand your
Yeah, fuck you
ground
all,
in the
guys. Fuck you
face
all.
of your greatest fear? And at that, these swarms of burning insects just begin to spin and spiral around him, and they flare out all over the place, and they begin to wrap around you, engulfing you.
I'm gonna cast a spell.
Bug
I can't remember the
spray.
name. I have better than bug spray.
I got DEET in my pocket.
How does this work if the mammoth followed after her to help?
Well, you guys are standing outside, and you don't see any of this. You just see Euphemia standing in the
Warding
middle of the
winds.
room.
Okay.
Okay, so Euphemia.
I cast Warding Winds.
All right. Okay, so you cast Warding Winds. Go ahead and activate the spell. You can hear barely over the buzz and the drone of all these, thousands and thousands of flaming insect wings spinning around you. It's almost deafening how loud the buzz of these wings are. Let's see. Warding Wind is just verbal. Okay. You say the words. You think you speak them correctly. You feel the energy, you think, actuating in the air around you. You can't tell, with all the fire and the darkness kind of swirling around you, whether or not your spell is active or whether or not it got lost in the buzz around you. But right now, it is. You don't see any visible effect of it on these insects. Go ahead and make me a Wisdom saving throw.
You can use my plus 11.
Okay.
See, this is what happens when we trust anything that our DM says.
The
I'll just check my ass.
well,
Said intelligence.
just wait. All of them will be intelligence.
The intelligent thing would have been not to trust him.
We failed it.
All right. As you do that, you feel as you cast a spell, the bugs turn inward, the insects turn inward, and you feel stingers and venom and fire being injected into your body as hundreds of these creatures all attack you, attach to you, and begin to pump your body full of venom. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Is it poison?
Hmm?
Is it poison?
You don't know.
Just tell me. Come on, please.
Roll!
Make a Constitution
I would be
saving
following.
throw.
But I'm immune to poison.
All poison?
Yeah.
You're not a dwarf.
I commit, damn it. Not a dwarf. My cloak of Arcan. Or Arcanine? Or the spider cloak.
Okay.
Oh, I'm resistant. Sorry, resistant to poison.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Ow!
Okay. You take mind-racking damage as flame and fire courses through your body. Okay.
Wait, so it's a flame?
Huh? It's injected
Is it
into your veins.
fire-based?
It's injected into your veins.
The fire-based damage.
No. Okay.
God damn it.
He says.
I'm resistant to fire. Why do you use these words?
It might be
and
all
then
in your
not-
head.
He says.
Yeah, we have
You
no
have
idea.
failed. The second test now comes. Alright? And these.
Okay, I'm gonna attack him. I'm gonna run forward and attack him.
Okay.
Ah.
So you charge forward.
Yeah.
So go ahead, and he's on the combat tracker. Go ahead and roll
Why
a.
can't I tag him then?
You should be able to.
There we go.
All right. So as you charge forward to him, go ahead and roll an attack.
Just one?
Or whatever you want to do.
Okay. What the hell am I gonna do? Actually, I'm gonna cast a level 7, sword attack. So that gives me melee attacks.
Okay.
What level did we say it was again? Level 7, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, my spell's gone. Oh wait, no, it's level 5?
Which one are you talking about? The one that just hits multiple times?
Yeah.
That's the sword singer, right?
Yeah, but I can't find it.
It's under your level 7 spells.
Divine Word, Mansion, and Symbol is all I got.
Oh, level 5 spells. Yeah, it's level 5, sorry.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna cast level 7 of that, so that gives me... Four, five, six. So 7 attacks. Does crit 20 do anything?
Let's see. You rolled 5 misses and 2 criticals. All right, go ahead and swing for the two crits.
I hold shift?
Remember, for a Vorpal Sword, you add 3d6 extra damage to it. Or whatever the extra damage is to it.
Well, unless he says I don't cut his head off. The question is, do I hold crit? Or for crit, do I hold? What do
Yeah,
I
just hold shift.
That's for the 2 crits. Now, do you want me to roll more damage for the crits? Or do I kill him?
You do not kill him, so go ahead and roll more damage.
Oh, okay, what was the... Sorry, I have to look this up. What's the crit damage? For the non-head cut head off thing? 68.
68, okay.
Die 68. So he also takes that.
Okay.
And everything else was a miss? Only the crits hit. Fuck.
He says, as you come up to him and you go and your blade begins to sing and you cast this spell of shadow
I did
dancing.
no damage.
Your body goes black and your sword echoes and it vibrates in the wind and the swirl of your warding spell and the buzz of the bees around you. You're flashing and there's like teleporting all around him, almost multiple versions of you just slashing and cutting through him. And as you stop, your skin still burning with the toxin from these insects that have injected you. And breathing heavily after exerting yourself, you look up and you see his eyes just locked into yours. He says, "You have failed the second test. Still not enough." Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Again?
Mm-hmm. the insects renew their attack on you, buzzing and just swarming all around you, just inserting their pincers and their talons. This time they're biting at you, just ripping at your flesh, drawing blood, pouring out from all over your body. Hundreds of these little bites and scars and tears all around you. It says, the creature in front of you says, "You have one more chance to choose the correct course of action. What will you do?" His eyes begin to glow, and the fire from inside of him begins to burn redder and hotter. The insects all just flee, and they scatter off into the skies as he begins to emanate burning, red, hot flame that begins to pulse out towards you. You can feel the heat surging and washing over you. You know that you're not going to be able to stand it for long.
Dimension door behind Deimos.
Okay.
Oh.
Um.
Can I hide?
The spell does not activate. You try to cast the spell, but it does. But for some reason, the flame and the effect of this circle around you, you realize that you're not going to be able to dimension the door out.
How do I get a cell to do something, or do I because?
You can do whatever you want.
Do we see anything going on in there?
You guys, no.
Oh, okay.
You see Euphemia standing there, swinging her sword, dancing around, casting spells, that kind of stuff. The fire begins to pulse. You take 9 points of fire damage, which you're resistant to. What are you gonna do?
He's given like 0 clues, so I got no clue. Can I run out of the circle?
How do you do it?
By running?
You turn around and run?
Yeah.
Make me a wisdom saving throw. As you try to turn and run, you can feel your body you feel yourself begin to lean over and your muscles flex as you try to turn, and a surge of fire washes over you, and you hear the drone of all these insects still echoing through your mind, and the burning and the bleeding of your flesh. You look down and your body is covered in blood and sores and wounds. You're overwhelmed by it, and you become instantly short on breath, and you heave and you pant as like you can't breathe, and you kind of drop down to one knee as you get half a step away from him. And a wave of fire pulses over you.
So we don't see like any blood or anything on her? We just see her there kind of running in circles?
That's correct. Well, you see exactly what you see her turn and just drop to one knee.
Deimos is going to run in.
Okay. As
Run
you
in
do that,
hi-ho diggities.
you're
Or try
punted
to.
back out.
Yep. Oh.
You can see her, and Euphemia, you look up and you can see your friends there around the room just looking at you as well.
You see Deimos like waving at you, that's just asking what's wrong. He said sign language it to me.
How far away is she? Like, can I grab her with my trunk?
It says, No, it's what is that? 25, 30 feet.
Damn. Okay.
He says, "Do you still not see? Do you still not understand?"
You still haven't said shit other than understand things.
Another wave of fire washes over you.
Ah.
What do you do?
I'm gonna try to cast Cure Wounds on myself. Does that work?
No, it does not.
Or does it take the spell slot?
As best as you can tell, yes.
Well, that's either yes or no. So.
Yes. He looks at you, and you can feel his gaze burning into you, and he says, "A truly powerful and worthy individual can see beyond his own knowledge, can see beyond his own insight, can see beyond her own vision." He says, "You must learn to trust what you know. You must learn to see beyond your five senses. If you cannot do that, you will never succeed in your quest." Another wave of fire pulses over you. You can feel yourself beginning to fade, Euphemia. What do you do? You're
Does my ice knife work?
by this time you've regained your breath, and you're able to regain your footing. You stand back up.
I don't know what to do. Does my ice knife work?
What are you trying to do with it?
I'll stab him with it. You know, ice because he's
So
fire-based.
when you were slashing at him before, you realized that your vorpal sword didn't do any damage. You're welcome to try this.
Ugh.
What would Euphemia do? She is on the border, at the breaking point, almost overwhelmed. You have 3 hit points left. Nothing you've tried works. He's there staring at you. What would she do? Roleplay it.
She stands motionless because this is a T-Rex, and T-Rexes can't see you when you stand still.
Oh my god!
It's weird.
Perfect plan.
Anyone got any suggestions? Because I'm totally out of no idea.
I mean, I don't know what Euphemia would do in the situation.
Honestly, I don't see a solution personally.
Yell out and ask Deimos for help.
I wouldn't do that.
Yell out to Deimos, say, "Hey, if you want to come in and do something, I guess I'll let it slide this one time."
He gazes deeper into your eyes and he says, "This is your final chance." It says, "You who have sought for answers, you who have always used your wits and your strength to deliver yourself from a situation. I want to see your true character. Who are you truly when there are no options? When there is no recourse? Who are you?" Another pulse of fire comes out. It's about to hit you. What do you say? What do you do? What do you think?
I pray to Alistair because I have no the fuck idea what I'm doing.
Okay, what do you say?
Alistair, what does this fucker want?
This is a role-playing challenge. It's not a puzzle to be solved. What would Euphemia do?
Well, Euphemia's burning alive,
Mm-hmm.
and you're asking what she would roleplay? She'd pray to her fucking god. That's what she would do.
Okay. So that's what you cry out to her?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a religion check. No response. The last wave of fire washes over you. And you feel your body overcome with the heat. And you collapse down to the ground unconscious.
Feldorn walks in to poke her with a stick.
Okay?
Wait, do we see her fall down and stuff?
Yes.
Let's save her bitch ass.
Okay.
Well, not bitch ass. We are gonna do this politely. Let's save her drow ass.
You guys walk into the circle. And you see her collapse on the ground. Her body completely unharmed. What do you do?
I'm gonna yell out to whoever's fucking playing tricks to fix this before I kick his ass.
I tap her with my boot.
Okay.
I get her out of the circle with the trunk.
Alright, you pick
start
her up. You lift
Punching
her
the shit out
up.
of the circle.
Euphemia, after well, she's unconscious right now. So you tap her, Feldorn. No response.
I just shrug as the mammoth takes her away.
Okay.
Damos is gonna look around for anything shiny or not really, like anything kind of out of maybe the ordinary.
Okay.
Did anything happen when they walked into the circle?
No.
But what happened to the guy that was doing this? Everyone saw him, right?
No.
No.
No
it's
one
all
saw
in your
him.
head.
That's what I was screaming in chat.
What was the voice that told us to go in? Or the slash or the
That was the
They're
Magus
called
of Shadow,
intelligence.
or whatever you call it, the one who was in Shadow, who was testing us from previous session.
Yep. Is there anything else in this room? Or anything anywhere?
It's a big open floor. The ceiling is about 50 feet high. It's all made of this reddish rock, that kind of thing. But other than that, you don't see anything else.
I might yell out to whoever that voice is to come down here before I find him, and I'm gonna skin him alive with a rusty spoon.
Feldor, kind of in a grumpy, groaning manner as he's exhausted as fuck, says, "Dude, go use your fucking holy magic on the damn drow. As much as we don't like her, we can't afford to lose her. Go.
We didn't say that.
Scat.
Oh, I'm gone.
I mime for a
asshole.
potion. I'm like, give potion.
Watch Deimos use his divine super magical abilities.
I'm unconscious. I'm not
Bench
dead.
presser.
I'm actually here.
What do you do,
Man,
Deimos?
give her to me. Give her to me.
I
Deimos
hand
is
over?
He's gonna take Euphemia,
Deadlift.
and he's gonna do like stick her straight over his head and just start doing squats. And then he's gonna like do like just curls, like he's gonna stick her in each one of his arms, just curl, and he's gonna swing her around like a jump rope. And by doing that, he's gonna totally just see if maybe a little bit of healing would do anything. As I'm gonna just cast a first level cure wounds on her.
Okay. Euphemia, you surge back into consciousness. You have your hit points back, and all your spell slots that you spent are not spent.
Feldorn groggily looks around the circle.
Let's
What's
see.
that circle?
What are you talking about? What's in that circle? Beat the shit out of it.
Big black guy with bugs everywhere. Fire, lots of fire.
Okay.
Do we see a door out of here?
You hear the voice kind of come through over the
I didn't choose the
reverberating
stupid riddles. I have no answers.
through the room again, and say, and you hear it say, "I said, send in your smartest.
He lies.
She
It's
wasn't
not a
very
smart
bright.
challenge.
I hope the rest of you are more resilient than that. Else
All
this
right,
will be
who
very
wants to do it?
disappointing."
He's a
What
mega
if
wise
this-
bastard.
What is this
Feldorn-
thing on the floor? Like, is it like an object like this, or is it like some kind of like pattern
Okay,
thing?
are you trying? It's an arcane rune drawing. If you want to try to
Okay.
figure out what it is, you guys are welcome to roll investigate.
Okay.
And whoever wants to check it out, roll investigate and arcana checks.
I will
Each.
roll those.
I have
Escape
advantage. Proficiency advantage on those. I do not know if this counts as one of those. I'll
Why
just
do I
roll
have
straight.
advantage? Oh, you should take that away from me. I think that
Alright.
went away a long time ago.
Where's this advantage check? Intelligence. Okay. Okay. Euphemia, having been awakened and hearing what's happening, you look at it and you recognize in very intense, on a level that you've never really experienced before, illusion magic written and inscribed into these runes on the ground. You're not sure what the purpose of this room was before, or what it's been, but you know that it's been altered now to be a heavy focal point of very intense illusionary magic.
I tell everyone that's a visionary circle.
Feldorn goes with his magic rapier and starts scraping the runes.
Okay. All right, you deactivate them very quickly. All right. So yes, Euphemia, it was all in your mind, and all you had to do was turn and walk out of the circle, or say something or do something that disbelieved what you were seeing.
I tried to leave twice, but he kept stopping me.
You tried to run, because you did so in fear.
Okay.
Okay.
Man, Feldorn would have so passed that.
All right.
Deimos would not have. He would have tried to skin him.
Because seriously, seriously, with the fire coming at Feldorn, I'd have flat out said, you know what? Since I believe we're still sticking to his original backstory, even though he's a hexblade now, I'd have busted out the, hey, I've been through the abyss. I stared Grotz in the eyes. Your fire means absolutely nothing to me.
Okay. So
He added on extra fire damage. I saw it.
yeah, the clues were in the fire damage going through and during immunity. His AC was 100. He had resistant immunity to all damage.
Exactly.
That kind of
It was
stuff.
like it was too crazy to actually be real.
So
Technically, we've seen harder foes from him, so...
Yeah, regarding your immunity and stuff.
Feldorn is now bigger
What do
than
you
the
mean,
man.
my
all right. So you guys, a little bit of looking around, and Renly, you've actually, the general layout of much of the spire since you've been working here for longer than before this was all sealed off. Now, walking through Renly, you look around and you do see that a lot of it has been altered, right? It looks different, but the general layout, you know where the way to get to the next level is. And
Is there any method to the madness of the changes? Like, is there a purpose to it?
To prevent people from ascending the spire, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, and that you catch whimsy and a little bit of craziness in what's going on around you. Imagine what someone would be like if they're in prison, like in solitary confinement for 15 years. You know how the mind just tends to go and get a little crazy.
Oh, I point to one of those. I take my trunk and I draw circles near my ears with my trunk to try to mime like that loco.
But the thing is, so yeah, it's funny that you should because you're the elephant and you know all this, but you can't really communicate to anybody. I mean, but it's only been 2 years since they've been trapped in here. So you get this idea that the madness has kind of been accelerated because it's they're acting like they've been here, and it looks like they've been here for much longer than that, even though it's only been a couple years.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. But you are able to point out the entrance to basically the stairway to the next level.
Guys, we passed it. Let's go.
So I kind of walk over to Deimos and I'm like, hey, doesn't that mammoth remind you of an elephant we left somewhere?
Oh, we're gonna get the elephant
don't bring
back.
that back up.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Did you see this, Gale?
we don't.
I missed the elephant, I think.
We don't speak about Jumbo.
Yeah, Jumbo's gonna come back.
We
Jumbo's
should
dead.
spend some off time trying to find Jumba.
Jumba and the dudes.
Oh, and yeah.
The dudes.
You guys left them. You abandoned them in the middle of Zombieland.
Well, it's
Oh my
super
God.
strong.
It might
Oh,
be
no.
like Ava. Who knows?
No. Jumbo was all right. They quickly killed all the zombies before we abandoned them.
Didn't we leave them in the headquarters?
No, we left them in some weird castle that we spent the night when we met Quigley.
You let them in Ejec's castle.
Ah.
Ejec's castle, the Black Hill. Okay.
No, so yeah, that was the boss land. That's
Yep.
where the boss was,
Yeah.
where we met the prince.
It was the Lich's castle.
Yeah. There was a race there and all the super undead.
I say we go up the stairs.
Okay. All right. Renly. The next level is the Arios. It's the area where wizards and mages and sorcerers and stuff and shapeshifters, lots of shapeshifting, had large amounts of room to fly and practice their aerial maneuvers and aerial combat, that kind of thing.
I would have probably been here a lot.
Yeah, actually you have. Yeah, taking on various bird and elemental forms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you know this.
I'm very excited at this point, and I start moving faster, but I'm keeping an eye out.
Okay. All right, you guys continue on, and as you ascend the next staircase, it cycles a couple of times, and Euphemia, your senses are coming back to you, and you're shaking off the effects of the illusion, and you find yourself eventually completely back to normal, so no lingering side effects from what happened. And you guys walk into, I'm pretty excited about this. It's the first time I've done this. A large room, huge. So it's a large open area, the full, like an open floor plan of the whole spire. So it's this massive room, and you look up, and as high above you as you can see, as you can tell, it's all open. There are objects and things floating in the air above you, right? You're not quite able to share. They look like platforms or rocks or something like that, just floating and located in different points in the air above you. But it's this massive ceilinged room. So let me just kind of give you guys a little bit of idea of what the scale of this is. So the Silver Spire, right, is here, and like I said, this is tall. This is like taller than any skyscraper that is in our modern world. The base of the spire is where you guys were, and just in the first few levels was enough to house the whole academy, right? So you guys have been making your way up the spire, like up this way. Once you pass the barrier, which was like fairly low, you guys have been making your way up, up various levels of various heights. But now the Arios, which is this open room, kind of covers this whole middle segment of the spire. So it goes up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet. Probably a full vertical mile. Not mile, half, like quarter of a mile, vertically. All right. Is this large open area in the center of the spire before you get to the upper levels, and the upper levels were basically the uppermost levels were basically belong to the headmaster and the upper faculty. All right. So you guys walk into it. The Arios is full on white. All around you, there's white, the white rock that is the spire is made of, glistening white marble-ish rock all over. All right. So hold on 1 second here while I get this situated. One, two, three. Who am I missing? Elwyn. I'm missing Elwyn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this map is vertical. You guys are on the floor right now, and up above you, higher and higher and higher, and you guys can actually scroll the map to see how high it goes. Is the Arios. Isn't that cool? I've never used a vertical map before.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
All right. So,
is it supposed to be white like that, or is that messed up?
it's a white.
That's the marble.
Yeah, it's marble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. It looked like just a white background.
There's texture and stuff in it, but yeah. So you guys are standing here in the middle of this huge room, and you hear the voice come back over to you and says, "Well, now for your final test, to see if you can thrive in an unfamiliar and hostile environment." And at the very top or very high in the air above you, you see that the room begins to go dark. The room at the top of the spire, at the top of the Arios, the room that you're in, it begins to grow dark, and the shadows kind of like boil and bubble around, seeping down the walls, like a dark cloud of fog, just begin to pour down all around and drain down the edges of the room. And in the center of it all, you see a figure floating in the air, just kind of standing there or flying there, looking down at you. His hand holding an object that's swirling with glowing energy, and he's just staring down at you. This dark, imposing figure, in this far above you in the skies. He says, "Come to me and show me what you're made of."
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Enlarge on myself,
Okay.
and I'm gonna look around and say, "Who wants to take a ride on Elwyn?"
Not in that sense, but yeah.
The mammoth head tilts at you.
All right. So you're casting Enlarge on yourself, Elwyn. So you become large, right? So you get to like what, 12 feet tall, maybe. Not quite double your size. Maybe like 9 feet tall.
Yeah, but I can carry one of these guys, right?
Yes, for sure.
In enlarged form. Yeah, I'll grab Deimos and I'll start flying up. I fly, you punch.
All right, Damon's gonna punch, and he's also gonna like if stuff's out of range, he's just gonna just indiscriminately just cast his what's it called? Sacred Flame.
Okay. So, all right. So tell me what everyone's doing. So Deimos, you're riding on Elwyn. So on the map, Deimos, you're riding on Elwyn. Elwyn gets bigger. All right. What else?
I'm gonna use my wings.
Okay. Euphemia, you cast Fly on yourself. That's a concentration spell. What's everyone else doing? And so is Enlarge, right? Elwyn?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
But it's a free spell I can cast whenever.
All right. What's everyone else doing?
Feldorn, I guess, is casting Fly on himself and the Mammoth. And Albric.
Just stick Albric on the Mammoth. Save a slot.
All right. So Feldorn casts Fly on Albric. You're holding concentration on the Mammoth. Okay. So you guys all begin to float off the ground. And at the very top of the spire, Dusk is up there, just looking down at you menacingly. And I'm stalling for time slightly as I populate this map. Okay, I think that should do it. Okay, got it.
Is there a platform near the dude? Near Dusk?
Dusk, if you scroll all the way to the top of the room, you can see Dusk right there.
Okay, and that is like a mile away, or how high?
This is not to scale. As high as it is on this map right here.
Okay, so 130 feet. Okay. Alright.
Okay, I think I'm just about good on my population of the map. Okay. What are you guys doing?
So when we look up, we don't really see that much. It's just super dark, right?
You see him at the middle of this very black cloud up there. So here, let me do this then.
Were those things like little ledges?
Yes, or they're various items, rocks and platforms. Some are screwed into the wall, some are floating in the middle of the air, that kind of stuff. All right, so
Okay.
at the top of it all, you guys can see Dusk, just right there in the middle of blackness.
Alright, cool.
As I fly up, I'm gonna try to always stay like over the closest platform in case I drop Deimos, he doesn't fall very far. He'll like
Also,
land on one of those.
I'm playing defense mode. I'm protecting Elwyn as best as I can.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and move yourselves as you guys are flying.
First fly above. Man,
Yeah, we're role playing this. We're not rolling initiative, so you guys can go ahead and act like role play.
Right. I whisper into the captain's ear, and I'm just like, hey, if you see anything that we can't take care of, machine gun the shit out of it.
Okay. All right. So as you guys start moving your way up this platform, right?
I got a question.
Yes. Up this
This
room.
thing I'm under, is that like outcropping?
It's like a large floating rock platform in the middle of the sky.
Oh, so it's not connected into anything.
Correct.
I
Is
would
it like
probably.
free float?
It's free floating. It's not attached to
Or I
anything.
meant, is it bobbing up and down?
No. It's solid in the
Okay,
air.
I'm gonna fly under it.
Okay.
I do want to mention that, like, at 110 feet, I would go. I haven't cast any spells, so this would be the spell I'm casting, and that is Dispel Magic on him, which would dispel everything he's cast on himself. I do not know if that might make a difference.
All right, well,
But I'd need to roll for it probably.
are you going to try to cast it on him from where you are?
110 feet. Yeah. Like 115, yeah. It has a range of 120. He can't really counter spell from that range.
Okay. That's great.
I
As you guys, Elwyn, Deimos, and Feldorn, as you guys cross this platform here, you guys realize that you guys see from all over the place, especially above these platforms, streams of little red things begin to dart out from everywhere, and little bolts of fire come streaming towards all of you. So,
Quick, do a barrel roll, Elwyn.
Barrel roll.
give me a second. There's lots of these things. Little red winged creatures all over the place. Okay, so you guys come streaking up. Elwyn and Deimos, you guys are the first ones to kind of pop up around this very first platform here. As you do, you see all these things just kind of above the platform that Euphemia is hiding under. Okay, so Elwyn, you get targeted by a bunch of these.
From like the direction that they're like firing.
Yeah.
Can Deimos like stand like in the way to like absorb all the hits?
You're riding on Elwyn's back, and Elwyn is like
Okay.
greatly enlarged. Right? So a bunch of them fly through the air, Elwyn. One of them crits you, and the rest actually miss because you have.
I still have the shield effect on.
I think
Yeah.
so. Because your 23 did not hit you.
Yeah, that one would have hit. You know what? I'm just gonna burn a spell slot, so only
cast
the
shield?
crit hits. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So only the crit hits you. Second, where'd it go? Dealing with a lot of characters here. Okay. All right. So that's crit damage. Go ahead and roll a Constitution save or concentration check.
Don't worry, Deimos, I got this.
Oh yeah.
You're fine, but the hit does cause you to do that, and you take half this in poison damage. Okay. Deimos, some of them hit you as well, or come at you as well.
Can I
Oops. Wait, they target the imp.
Should I move myself so it's easier to target me?
Yeah, I clicked on the imp. Hold on. Targeting Deimos. There we go. Okay. What'd you say, Elwyn?
no, nothing. Never mind. I thought they were balls of fire.
No, they're like red stinging missiles, kind of
Oh.
just flying through the air.
I'm still gonna spend a sorcery point to resist fire.
Okay. Deimos, how's your armor 26?
I have.
Oh, the shield. That's right. You have a shield,
yeah.
and you have +2 plate or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Feldorn, as you come up around the corner behind them, also, you're gonna get a face full of these things as they're just kind of raining down on you. All right, you're able to just like spin out of the way and avoid most of them. All right. Now the rest of you guys, now you guys can sort of go. What are you doing?
The Dispel Magic on Dusk. So, I don't know if it gets reflected or anything, but that's what I do.
Okay, so from where you are, in mammoth form, you're gonna try to cast Dispel Magic.
Yes, I can do that as a druid after 18th level as a moon druid. Only with a couple types of spells, so I've already marked those off.
What are the limitations on that?
I cannot do anything that requires a manual component, like a, what do you call it, a material component.
Yeah. Okay. Dispel magic on dusk from that far away. What level is Dispel magic? Third level?
Third. So anything under level 3 gets the spell, but for every spell or any spell above that, I would have to roll.
One creature, object, or magical effect within range, level or lower on the target ends for each spell or higher on the target. Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends. 2, 3. Okay. Roll 2 checks for your
Alrighty.
spell level.
So 22 and 14.
Okay. Alright. As that happens, as you cast the spell, you see Dusk kind of, his eyes kind of, or just like what you can guess would be his eyes basically just like flicker a little bit, and he begins to falter in the air. And as that happens, the darkness kind of like swirls around him, and it covers him. Where's my little map thing?
Alrighty.
The darkness kind of just like contracts around him. You see, and the last thing you see is him begin to fall, and then the darkness just kind of swoops in around him, and that's the last thing you see.
Alrighty.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything?
I'm just sacred flaming these things, or if anyone gets close, I'm just gonna start hitting it.
Hey, Deimos, punch these that are close to us, and I'll fireball like the ones.
Alright, I'll do that. Can I target these, or are we more RPing it? Or I don't know.
Go ahead and target him. Yeah. I mean,
Where's the guy at?
Dusk. He was up in
Yeah.
the he's up in the shadows. The last time you saw him, he was standing there,
I
and
can
then
see
the
through
dark.
magical darkness.
Do you have to be a certain range away?
120 feet.
Okay.
Is he more than 120 feet away?
From you, we'll call it right at the edge of your vision. So he's can you see on the map? He's right there. Can you see the arrow, or do you
Yeah.
just see dark?
I see the arrow.
Okay.
Well, being the smartass that Feldorn is, Feldorn does the where you point your 2 fingers at your eyes and then point at the dude.
Okay.
The I see you.
You want me to just roll it?
What are you casting?
Fireball.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and cast it. Okay. A burst of fire explodes in the air. I'm wrapping all around these things, and you see this huge shockwave of fire kind of mushroom in the air, and you can't really see. And as it fades away, you see all these things just buzzing around, still flittering all over the place, like kind of like insects just kind of like swarming in the air. Euphemia, any actions from you?
I'm gonna say, don't do fire, guys. Doesn't work.
I just put that off. I'm gonna wait. Hold my. Not really hold my action. I am going to wait.
Okay. Is Albrecht flying on his own, or is he riding
On the mammoth, who is dashing
no,
up.
All right, you're dashing up.
I'm
Yes.
casting fly as a 5th level, so technically the mammoth and Elbert and myself are both flying because I
All
get to choose
individually?
3 targets.
Ooh,
Okay,
yeah.
nice.
All right, so you fly up as far as you can, and
Which
Albrecht
would be 100 feet? I'm not sure. How fast does fly?
30-foot fly speed. You can't dash. You cast a spell.
Oh, this is the same turn? I thought that was last turn. Okay, cool.
No. So you kick off. So you fly up to about that high. Albert kind of kicks off. And this is not really to scale. I'm just kind of giving you guys the range, but I'm going to condense parts of it. Albert kicks off, and he goes in there, and he starts swinging at a couple of these imps, cutting them out of the sky.
Just out of curiosity, am I within 100 feet of that guy?
From where you are, no. Let's just say that it's a no.
Yeah, I'm not even in a straight line, so I wouldn't be able to do what I wanted to do.
Okay. All right. I think everyone has moved. All of you guys have done something.
Yep.
Okay. So another round of these little stinging firebolts come scorching through the sky. First, a bunch come at Albric. Well, Albric will rage. Hold on, let me rage him up. Should probably play him correctly. Rage. Alright, he has all his stuff on. The imp was going to target Albric. Fire a bunch of these things. He would have recklessed. Okay. Alright. Alright. It's to Albric. A bunch of them come at you, Elwyn. Okay. A bunch of them come at you, Feldorn.
One of them would have hit that 22.
Okay.
So
Are you going to let it hit?
Yeah, I'll let it hit.
Alright, so Elwyn, or Feldorn, you take one of these
I
damage.
actually shield that one.
Alright, go ahead and take 5 damage off of you. Elwyn, you make the Constitution save, but you take that. You also have to make the save here, which you succeed, so you only take half the poison damage of this. Okay. Let's see, they cannot see... Alright, so they did Feldorn. Here's to Deimos. I basically need a natural 20 to hit Deimos. Okay. Here's to the Mammoth. The Mammoth is a big, easy target.
Everything will hit except for one. I think.
Alright. So here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cool.
And the saves. You succeed.
Oh, I don't have any saves.
You can't
I'm
make
wild
saves.
shaped. I'm wild shaped, so I don't need to do any saves for wild shape.
I think it was for the poison.
For the poison damage.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, the Mammoth is definitely taking poison damage.
I do have a plus, what was it? Plus 6 to that, because I add my proficiency to it.
Plus 6 to above that? Well, I'm not calculating that. you succeeded most of them anyway. I think you succeeded all of them. Doesn't matter. Alright. And as you guys get that closer, you guys see a few more things begin to swirl in the air around you, coming out from this platform above you. Okay. Alright. This first one here, number 3, comes over here, and a bolt of... Ooh, do I have one of these? Let me see if I have. Oh, I do. Okay. There we go. Check that out. Thank you for that, Feldorn.
Nice.
Okay. So this goes crackling in the air right here
The hell was that?
on this point. It's called lightning. Deimos, Elwyn, Feldorn. As this basically a storm cloud forms over you, and all around you, like just lightning begins to shatter and crackle all over the place. Around there, you guys make a dexterity saving throw. Oops. Call lightning. Wait, why is this not working?
Can we just roll it?
Yeah, just go and roll it.
I fail.
Guys, I totally caught the lightning bolt.
Elwin succeeds. Oh, that's why. Okay, so you guys... I was rolling on the wrong character. So you guys got that. So here's the damage. Elwin, you take half this, so it might get incorrectly added.
So 5?
Yeah. So yeah, give yourself 5 back.
Actually, it would be 8. We round down.
I would only take 4?
Yeah, you take 4. Okay. So that's that one. I know why that didn't work. I rolled the
Oh,
wrong one.
thank God I rolled that nat 20. We all would have been fucked.
Oh,
Oh
yes.
yeah, concentration checks, people. When you're okay. Spark number 2 is going to do something quite different in this direction here.
Oh.
As a lightning bolt courses through the air, striking the two of you.
Indeed.
Alright, so no concentration there. Alright, your guys' turn. The lightning bolt goes away, the call lightning stays there. There's still this aura of lightning energy and there's a dark cloud around you guys.
Is my fly speed half too?
Yes.
Am I within line of sight? Like, can I see this guy? Is there like anything blocking my line of sight from this guy?
Right now,
Yeah.
you can see him.
Well, no, like, is there like a wall or something within my way? Because I'm trying something.
No, there's nothing. You do see... Alright, so since you're there and you have dark vision, can I... let me see
So
if I
he's
can do
like
this.
he's like about there, maybe one square up.
There.
Okay.
Alright. Let me see if I can do this. Is there... I can just reveal images to one person, can't I?
Yeah, just drag the little, the icon. What do you use? The dragons? Yeah, the little dragon onto whoever
Okay.
on top of the chat.
Alright, so, Feldorn, you see, since you have dark vision, you can see in the middle there, just like everyone else did, you see dust kind of just floating in the air. Alright. And you see this kind of on either side of him. So 2 of them.
And they're floating too.
They are floating as well. They're both about 10 feet away from him.
Okay. So, Feldorn, being exhausted and all, and not really thinking straight, pulls out his little book that he's been writing his magical formulas and attempts to cast the Soul Lance spell that he's been working on without the magical foci. He's just gonna try it anyways,
Okay, hold on.
because
a
that's
second.
what he would fucking do.
Soul Lance.
It's the one. It's one of the ones I emailed you. It's just a straight line, 100 feet.
Okay.
Arcana check with charisma.
For...
Spellcasting modifier to see if I actually cast it.
So you don't have the component, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah. I would, remember I said I was role playing out the making of the spell, so I wouldn't know that I actually need the component. I'm just trying it out.
Yeah. Okay. Go for it.
That would be. Oh, I've got math if somebody else wants to make their turn.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyone else want to do anything?
Yeah. So since my fire didn't work, I'm gonna try something else.
Assuming my spell fizzles.
Okay. You tried to bring your spell into the air, and it would just and through your haze of exhaustion and hate, you do manage to manifest something. All right, just go ahead and roll the damage of that spell. Okay. You see a careening, like haphazard kind of spiral of dark energy, just like embodied of all the hate and the pain of your background, just kind of like materialize in front of you, and you just hurl it forward. It spirals through the air like in this general direction, and it shatters and it skips across one of these pillars here, and it shatters, and you see a bunch of these red creatures in the air just get caught up in it, just sparking out of the way, and they like puff in red smoke. So that one pops away. Number 10 pops away. And then you see it go off, and as it hits the darkness, it gets coiled up in there. You hear and you can perceive these creatures in the air just flying around and darting off. You think there was some kind of effect as it was headed in their general direction. That's about as best as you can tell.
Okay. With that being done, rolling a little bit, Feldor jots down a little bit of notes in his book, kind of writing down, I think I need something to focus this through.
Okay.
And puts the book away.
Okay, Ellen, what are you doing?
I'm gonna cast Ice Storm right here, and that's square that I drew.
Okay, and that's not a concentration spell?
Oop, I'll link it for you.
Alright, go ahead.
Ciao.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Hold on. Hail of rock-hard ice pounds to the ground in 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range.
So, I drew the 20. But it can be like the circle, and then the 40 feet high.
Okay, did you target that spark also?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what happens is, all the ones above the platform, 6, 20, 9, and 12, die. So, you call down this hailstorm, and it just churns through the air, and all this ice damage comes down, and you see these things just like popping and fizzling in the sky above you. Alright.
I would have moved up to the next platform too. I don't know if it's okay.
Go ahead and move yourself, yeah.
You do see me gearing up, and I let out a bellow, and you see me start to charge. If anyone would like to get on as I charge up.
I'm going to say that some of these imps below the platform were not hit because of basically the hail got caught up in the platform above them. They're sheltered like umbrellas.
Oh,
Right?
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that
So
makes
15
sense.
and 17 will die. Spark number 2 will take the damage, but the rest are not dead.
I think Spark was immune.
No, just they have higher damage, I think. Or
Or
HP.
partially resisted.
Alrighty. So I am dashing 120 feet, fly is 60 feet movement. So I dash, I take Imp 2 and Spark 3 as difficult terrain. So I only get there. And they get op attacks on me as I go.
1, 13, and 8. Okay, give me 1 second here. Okay, so you fly all the way up there, soaring through the sky. Which ones get opportunity attacks on you?
2 and 3.
2 and 3. Do any of the sparks get an attack on you?
Yes, Spark 3 and Imp 2, sorry.
Spark 3, Imp 2. Okay, so an Imp is going to hit you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
With the +6, it would work.
yeah, so take 3 damage off yourself. The spark is the one that matters. What do they have? Okay, here.
Oh, it misses! Yay!
Yeah, it misses. Okay. Anything else?
No, that was it. That was me dashing.
Okay.
I
Let's
did.
see.
I did move past Albrecht and all. So if anyone wanted to hitch a ride, they could.
Alright. Deimos, did you do anything?
Yeah, Damos punched one guy.
Okay.
I'm taking
Felder
out
did his
one
thing.
per turn.
Elwyn did his thing. Euphemia, what are you doing?
I was gonna go up and attack this one right here.
Okay.
Are they? They don't look like they have much health, so it's kind of like instant kill.
Yeah, they're very low AC, and well, they have. I just target and roll it because they have some of them have like 20 hit points, some of them have like 8 hit points, depending on how well.
I don't think I can roll that low.
Oh, nice. Did you just do the random
Yeah,
HP?
on all my characters, on all my NPCs,
that's legit.
it's all randomized.
Why did that go twice?
Well, you hit it, so just roll damage.
And you hit yourself too.
What?
Stop hitting yourself, Euphemia.
So you rolled a 1 and you did 16 damage. Okay, so that's your minimum. Well, not quite your minimum, but you can. I guess your minimum would be 11 damage. Who else are you attacking?
Myself, it looks. Then I was gonna fly over here and try to take this guy out with my second attack.
Okay, number 13.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
this is a 19. Do you want me to just roll damage?
Yeah, just roll damage. Okay, dies.
And for... I give a bardic inspiration to Elvin. Because... In case for his concentration check.
Thank you.
Okay. Albrecht is
I
gonna
have to
fly.
Oh wait, how much...
I have to roll a 1 to not save.
How much movement do I have flying?
30 foot.
Oh? No, 60 foot.
30 foot fly speed, isn't it? The spell?
No?
No, 60
60
feet.
foot?
Fly.
Okay.
So I...
Oh wait, I have a
5'10".
60-foot fly speed?
Mhm.
I've been ripping myself off.
I'm gonna go up here
Is
to
it
this
60?
platform.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
my,
took my spell to 60.
Okay.
yeah, the fly spell is 60. My wings only let me move as fast as I can walk.
Okay. Alright, so you fly up there, Euphemia. Albrecht is laying into the spark over here. By the way, Albrecht is not feeling too well. He's pretty torn up. Hit. He gets those 2 hits. He gets a spiked armor hit. Alright, as he's ripping into this thing. Anyone else?
Tough.
No one else?
Wait, Feldorn's gonna actually do something.
Okay. Well, you already cast. You tried to cast your spell, so you got movement and bonus.
So that same turn?
Yeah.
Well, I get 3 more squares of movement since I've been ripping myself off.
Damos will menacingly pick up his hand to swing one more time next turn.
Okay.
Now I'm good.
All right. So, hope you guys can figure out something to do because
Ah, crap.
I am
Popping
I
up.
am casting absorb elements as a reaction.
from around this platform up here and around these 2 platforms, you see more of these sparks begin to fly out and float in the air. You hear Dusk kind of just chuckling up there in the darkness. And by the way, Feldon, you cannot see Dusk anymore. He's just out of your line of sight.
No, he flew further up.
Or something.
Okay.
You just can't see him. And he says, "Yes, show me what you have. Show me the strength of those who had crossed the barrier." Alright, so let's see. A few more. There's not many imps left, so they're all going to target Elwyn.
I'll just burn the shield.
For the 22, okay. The spark number 3, right next to you guys. Is going to... You see this little eyeball kind of just like spin in the air. And what do they look like? They look like... Oh, they kind of do look like eyeballs. It's just going to spin in the air and face you, Elwyn, directly, like gazing straight into you.
Look, are those skulls or something around them? Oh my god.
They remind me of like the ice raids from Skyrim.
Lightning bolt.
You know, there's a boss in Karazhan that I fought that does something similar to this.
So he blows up the imp that's behind you guys. That just gets evaporated. And you guys take damage. Elwyn, Constitution saving throw. I think it's possible for you to fail. Unless you roll a 1.
I need to roll a nat 1.
Well, let's roll a nat 1, shall we? Okay. So you're good. Alright, the spark that's by Albric is going to... These things are straight out of the Tome of Beasts, by the way.
Oh yeah, they're pretty cool.
It'll cast call lightning around him.
Nope, there goes Albert.
Let's see, he's able to... No, he fails. Nope. He's still up. The other ones up there, kind of popping around the corner, are going to cast another call lightning around you, Mammoth.
Alrighty. I have cast absorb lightning, elements as a reaction, and that is my reaction.
Okay,
You can
so...
cast spells in Mammoth form?
Yeah, we talked. We just talked about this.
Moon
So
Druid.
let's see. I'm gonna cut this in half. How do I cut this in half? I guess there's no
There's
way.
a little
to-
plus minus sign on the top right. Modifiers.
Oh, I've already set resist
Oh, you did
lightning
already?
on
Okay,
the
thank you.
mammoth, so you're good.
All right, there you go. Well, it's barely in damage, but there's call lightning around you right now. I just don't want to pull out another token. Maybe I should. Just putting it there to remember. Okay. Another one is going to cast. It's going to fly down this way. Lightning bolt at you, Feldorn.
Okay.
Here's the damage. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. You're fine. And this last one is going to fly over this way and toss a lightning bolt at you, Euphemia.
Which one?
The one above you, number 4. You succeed. It's just raining down like lightning and all this kinds of energy all over the place. Okay, your guys' turn.
Okay. So first off, I'm gonna put in a firebolt at these two sparks next to us, and then keep on flying up.
Okay. Hits.
That should be full damage.
Alright, 44. So number 20, let's see, sparks 2 and 3. That was a firebolt.
Yep.
Damage exceeded by 12. So one of them dies. And the other one, partially resisted 22, should be 22 more. Okay, got it. Anything else?
Yeah, I'll fly up. Here.
Okay. Carry Deimos with you.
Yep.
Anything else?
I don't know. If you like Deimos, I could have flown past this guy, the Spark 3, so you can like try to punch it and then flown up.
Yeah, that could work out. I was either gonna do that or seeing you're getting a little bit lower, but maybe you can take another hit before I start trying to heal you. But I can swing at him on the way back.
Yeah. Okay, you punched it. Any other actions? Feldorn, Euphemia? You guys?
Feldorn sends his rapier flying at Spark 5.
Okay,
Do I get another movement turn?
yes.
What square is Spark 5 in, anyways?
That one.
I'll flap and get this guy.
So that's my 30 feet of movement, because fly is 60. This thing starts stabbing at him.
Okay, start rolling. Feldorn and Euphemia, start rolling.
Is there any way to figure out where the thing is in all this darkness? I mean, the mammoth does not have dark vision.
Oh, I'm gonna cast.
You can guess.
Oh, and I.
Okay.
Feldorn's the only one who can see through it.
Based on Feldorn's last hit, it was somewhere in that area, right? Let me see. Like there? Round?
You can guess.
Ready. Okay. I'm assuming it was somewhere around there, so I'm just going to barrel in that way. So I will take an attack from Spark 1.
Okay.
1, 2...
Do I cut off its head with a 20?
It has no
Or
head.
do you just roll damage?
Yeah, just
Poke it in
roll
the
damage.
eye.
Yeah, roll the damage.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go heat up some water for some tea. If anything happens to me, just remember I have advantage against magic stuff.
Okay.
Wait, what the? Did I get added? That 32?
No, he didn't roll it. I will add it though.
Let's kill it.
32 damage to Spark 4.
Oh, and I'll shield
It does.
if I have to.
It does kill it.
Just use a second level spell slot.
Okay. Alright, so Euphemia,
Then
you roll
I'll
that one up.
move up under this, under those two,
Okay.
and I'll
Albert.
grab onto the underside.
Alright. Albrecht is going to run over to Spark number 3 and attack it. So Feldorn, you're swiping your sword, just slashing through the air, just chopping into this thing. They're kind of large, but they're also kind of flighty. They're like floating basketballs, basically. So it does take a little bit of skill and a little bit of aim to hit them, but not a terribly great amount. Albrecht blows up this one down here.
I go up 30 feet and go into the darkness. Do I knock into anything?
You fly into the darkness. You stop on that. You stop right there. You bump into something right there.
Okay, I'm going
Something
to feel
hard
around,
and
and for
rock-like.
my action, let me see if I can move around it, because I'm remembering the dude was not rock-like, was he?
No, he did not look rock-like to you.
I will try to move around it and see if I can knock into something else, but around it. Is there anything else nearby it?
You're bumping into more rock.
Oh god. I will... Damn it, I will keep going. I might incur an op attack at this point, but I'm still trying to feel around. Is there anything squishy, like, human-like?
There's not.
Oh,
So you're feeling. By this time you've explored this whole thing. You're feeling. Can you see my pointers?
yes.
Right, you're feeling that there's a barrier right there, like a rock platform right there.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
and that's the exact length of it. Right there, which is exactly what you
Okay.
spent your whole movement doing.
I will dash at this point and go
Okay.
up and continue to feel around. This
Which
is
way?
so awkward.
Which way?
I go this way.
Okay. All right, you start feeling around off in that corner there. All right.
And yeah, so let me just make sure that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. I basically charged through the whole thing, I think.
You're standing. Right now you're standing on top of a platform.
Yeah.
Just feeling around with your trunk.
Okay, and then I'll go 1, 2, 3. That's the full range of my dash, and done. I don't know where he is. Okay, done.
Okay. Anything else from anybody? Nope. Alright. The imps are going to come in and attack Albric. These ones are going to come off this platform and attack you, Euphemia. Two swings at Euphemia, 1 hit, 1 miss.
What was the
23 to hit.
23? Okay.
Okay, here's the hit. 5 damage, here's your save. And you take this for poison.
Ouch.
Okay, for Albric.
I'm resistant to poison, right? So, yeah.
Yes. You can go ahead and give yourself 6 hit points back.
Oh no,
Albric,
he's gonna make me do math. That's even worse.
It's -6. I believe in you.
it's 1. Okay. These sparks. Let's see here. Another lightning bolt. Spark number 1 casts it straight through all you guys this way. Okay, Feldorn, Constitution save, or concentration check. Alright, you guys are good. Lightning Bolt's such a weak sauce spell at this point. And this other one, number 5, is going to cast a Call Lightning around all 3 of you there. Alright. One more Constitution just to see if anyone gets net 1.
Man, doesn't somebody have a counterspell for that shit?
For what?
Nope.
I don't think it would work. Like, or is it a? Oh,
we're
it
no
is.
longer
Yeah.
flying.
No!
Wait,
Okay.
Wait. Counterspell what?
I think the mammoth
The
falls on the spark
lightning.
one and smushes it.
The lightning and the call lightning that's been hitting the dude, concentrating on 3 people that are flying.
No, what call lightning? Is it from the sparks or from the guy?
The sparks.
Sparks.
I think that's an ability, so I don't think you can dispel it, right?
Well, I mean, no one's been calling out counterspells, so.
I shall
Yeah, it's
counter
worth
spell.
trying.
I was going to.
None of the
if you
people
were
who
gonna say
can
anything,
have been
but-
calling it out. Mammoth plummets
Yeah,
out of the
it's fine.
darkness, lands on
I
this
hit
platform
the
right
spark one as I go down
here. Sure.
and take falling damage.
Sure, so. Blah, 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 blah.
So I'm falling like 100 and something feet. I'm pretty much dead.
46.
Okay,
Wait,
so
what?
that's to
Really?
you, Mammoth. 15 damage to you. The spark is going to take half that
You
as
can
you
cast
smack it on
fly.
the way down.
15 damage.
Remember,
Okay.
you can cast fly or anything within 65 feet. Because you're not going
What?
to hit the ground for like 2 turns.
You hit the ground immediately.
No, you don't. Not in
Yeah.
5th edition.
No, 5th edition you hit the ground almost immediately. Only with Featherfall you do 60 feet per round.
That's not the way we've been playing.
I think.
No,
I think.
you're supposed to fall 60 feet per round.
Only with Featherfall.
For the roll, it's like 30. I think. Let me see. Here.
It's
Falling damage.
literally 60.
Is it 60? I think it's right away, actually.
I actually have this. I have this somewhere. It was hysterical
That
episode.
doesn't make any sense though. Because what if you're like 3,000 feet in the air? So in 3 seconds you're going to hit the ground?
You reach terminal
3,000.
velocity. 20d6.
So you okay, that doesn't make, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
Break
say.
the sounds.
So it says a fall from great height is one of the most common hazards facing an adventure. At the end of a fall, a creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet it fell, to a maximum of 20d6.
Mhm.
But it doesn't say how, when they fall.
Wow.
It doesn't say how fast. I think there's room for it. It says at the end of the fall. I think there's room for GM discretion there. So I am googling terminal velocity,
Oof.
Oh,
human body,
It's pretty fast.
53 meters per second. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Meters?
that is
150
150
feet.
feet per second.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Instant.
That's like 400 feet. Okay.
For a round. Okay, so Alberic falls. Feldorn falls.
There's no way Deimos could try to summon a spiritual lasso and grab him.
Roll one hell of a
Don't
dexterity
they
check.
have to? Don't.
there's no
You
way
can
to
jump
save.
off
Yeah,
the
you can't.
building.
You can't make a. You can't. You can't summon a spell.
instantly go.
Yeah, I figured. Hopes and dreams.
Wouldn't you have to slowly build up speed when you're
It,
falling?
it speeds up incredibly quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't
Would we
think
be
it would
close
be...
enough to try to catch Feldorn? Or like grab him or something?
I mean,
Deimos, alright?
let's see. Dexterity checks from both of you, Deimos and Elwyn.
Semi-fast-ish.
Elwyn, you see the lightning bolt come your way. You're shocked by it. You hear behind you Feldorn just like gasp, and you just a gut reaction. You just reach out and with your arm and grab at him. Since you are large, I'm going to say that you possibly could have reached him. Now I need you to make me a strength check.
How lucky that.
You got double ones, man. You got advantage. And you get both rolled ones.
Yeah, you know it, yeah.
Go ahead and luck die it. Go ahead. It better be a net 20.
You want me to roll it without advantage?
Yeah, definitely. It's just a die. It's just a check because there's no
Okay.
advantage. You can only roll one. Okay. Yeah,
That's better.
Feldorn falls.
I have no fucking reactions.
All right. Let's see here. What is this?
Terminal
call it-
velocity.
call
Because
it-
remember you said the room was not to scale.
Yeah, but we've been sort of playing to scale. We'll call it 100 feet.
Yeah, terminal velocity.
I shouldn't have said anything. Fuck.
This isn't bad. This
You
is
should
kinda-
actually.
It should be more, but Albrecht is unconscious.
Thanks, Gale.
He killed the party.
Okay, so Feldon, you smacked into the ground. You're gasping. Your heart is racing. You feel like a huge, like pain in your side. You're sure you broke a couple ribs, but you are not dead. It wasn't quite as high as you think.
Feldorn says "fuck this" and walks out the room.
You're gonna walk out the room. Okay.
Yep. He's like, I'm not playing this flying game. Fuck this. As it's almost time for me to log out, anyways.
Okay, so Feldon's gonna hang out down there. All right, rest of you guys, what are you doing?
I yell at Feldorn as he's standing still to try to stabilize Alberg.
Feldorn just raises a middle finger.
Oh.
Oh hell.
Okay.
He's too exhausted for this shit.
All right, so we will resume Feldorn's adventures, I guess, next session when you're actually here.
Actually, I'm gonna stay for another like 15, maybe 20 minutes.
Okay. All right. Anyone else? So that was their actions. What are you guys doing now?
That's another full round of actions for us.
Yep.
And Albert can stay his ass on the ground. Somebody else can go pick him up.
Oh wait, let me see. Don't barbarians have? No,
Oh, they got
that's
something
orcs.
not to.
Is
Yeah.
that orcs, or is it all barbarians?
I think it's barbarians after a certain
Nope,
level.
Zorks.
Oh,
Orcs.
Zorks. I thought they had like if they were raging, they could. There's like some Constitution save.
You're thinking Pathfinder.
Oh.
Barbarians do get advantage to their dex saves, though, if they can see it.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I've been giving that to him. It is bludgeoning damage. He was raging. It should be halved, but he still
Thank
he had like 12 hit points left. He's still
Yeah, he still
unconscious.
goes unconscious.
Yeah. Okay, Euphemia splatters these two imps. Alright. Go ahead and make any movement you want.
I'm gonna drop a fireball right there. Hopefully I catch that one guy that's in the darkness.
Okay.
Oh, I should have done something else.
Just roll damage.
Basically, the only guy in our party that can see the enemy is giving out.
Hey, I fell 100 feet and took damage. Whose fault is it that they
Baby.
didn't cast Counterspell? The
Yours.
5 times
You
I
have
don't have
Counterspell.
Counterspell. No, I don't.
Well, learn it.
Did it get that spark in it?
Give me more spell slots.
Sure, you got the spark.
You've got all these spell slots that I don't have.
I'll take that
and-
damage roll. Just go ahead and make it roll the save.
Yeah, but I have to.
Yeah,
have
but
some
nothing.
delay and other
Excuses.
things.
Excuses.
I said it wasn't something we
Excuses.
can counter.
Okay, it fails.
How do you know that?
Because every time I try to counter spell a spell, he always says it's not a spell, it's an ability. So
How many times did you try to counterspell this time?
It's been a while since you've...
I gave up.
I'm gonna try to dispel the darkness above us, or whatever it is that's trying to, like, darken the area. I do not know if it's a spell. I'm gonna
Has
try.
anyone thought that maybe all these things are illusions and we're just taking damage for the fun of it?
I squished Spark 1 as I went down, I hope.
You were able to smack Spark 1 as you fell. It did take damage from you falling from your large body.
Hey,
I will try to dispel.
Where are you aiming it?
In that general area, I roll a 7. So unless it's, level 3 or lower,
Yeah,
nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
I burn a spell slot.
just out of curiosity, this platform that's right above Deimos, it's a platform, right?
Yes.
How far up is it?
From you?
Yeah.
110 maybe?
I dimension door on top of the shit.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Actually, I walk over to Alberic's body and I grab it and then I dimension door right on top of the shit.
Okay.
That way, if he comes back next week or something, he's actually with us. What do my magnificent devil eyes see?
Well, how do I show this to you without showing them?
If we all close our eyes.
Yeah, sure. What the hell? I'll just show you. You guys can't see behind the black, right? You can't see
Yep, no.
Nope.
anything at all?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Felder, this is what you see.
Oh my god! Damn it!
Okay.
Feldorn screams like a little girl.
Okay. All right. Anyone else? Any actions? Elwyn, did you do something?
Yeah, I fireballed.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. On their turn, the spark is going to.
Is, I think, dead.
It's pretty much this one, number one. It's
Yes,
dead?
I smushed it, didn't I?
Oh no, you hit it.
You
You
did
didn't.
damage.
You didn't crush it.
Oh, damn it. Oh,
No, it
okay.
took some of your bludgeoning damage.
Okay, cool.
It's gonna come up to you. It's gonna smack you. It's out of spell slots. It misses. The imps are gonna come up this way and attack you, Elwyn, just because.
Oh, I sentinel one of them.
You did what?
I sentinel one of them that hits. I do have that.
They all missed.
Well, they both miss, so you can go ahead and. Oh, it has to hit, but yeah, they both miss.
Oh no, it just has to do an attack. Like they have to hit, as in they don't have to connect, but they have to hit. But the attacks still go through.
Okay, go ahead. If you go ahead and swing at it.
Miss done.
How did you miss? I
I
was like,
rolled a 2.
oh man, they have such low AC. You guys can hear above in the darkness.
Feldon screaming, yes.
Yeah, you hear the screams from Feldorn.
Is it okay if I grab Elvin and throw him upwards towards Feldorn?
What do you want to do?
Because I can't
go for
reach.
it. I mean, do whatever you want.
Elwin, you see a trunk coming towards you, and it's going to try to move you and Deimos higher up, and move y'all upwards towards that higher panel, and throw y'all upwards. So y'all don't get any attacks of opportunity, and y'all can be near Veldorn and
Okay.
Alberic.
Okay, so you're wrapping your trunk around. You're grabbing Elwyn, and you're gonna try to toss him up there.
Yes.
All right, have your mammoth throw me a athletics check.
Alrighty.
Basically a strength check. Yeah. I don't know if that's okay. Yeah. All right, I mean, you bounce them off the ceiling, like you rebound them off the ceiling, and they come back down.
I'm hoping they go somewhere there or something. I don't know.
Okay, so you toss them up there. You guys, since you guys are closer now, and he has been engaged. Let's see here.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Is this magical darkness?
Yes.
Remember, I have a sunblade. I'm illuminating sunlight within I think a 10-foot or 30-foot radius of me. 15 feet dim, 15 feet bright.
Ooh.
Okay. As you get up there, then Feldorn.
Lightsaber works for something other than killing shit.
As you get up there, one, two, three. So that's what's there. However, oops, crap.
The whole room goes dark.
Oh no, we're gonna die.
Roll
Turn
with
off
it.
the
Roll with the
lights.
people.
Around Dusk himself,
Ooh.
there's still darkness. But you guys can see these two things kind of floating off on the edge there.
Somebody needs to cast a moonbeam right in that nice little square of darkness.
Okay. So anyone else's actions? The mammoth is gone. Elwyn and Deimos. I think you went right.
Yeah, hit a spark. Yeah.
Okay. Euphemia, did you do anything? You see the mammoth grab Elwyn and Deimos and just like pick them up and fling them up to where they are there. And now in the blazing light, a lot of the darkness has been dissipated. There's still a smaller cloud of shadow in there, about 10 feet in diameter. But you can see Feldorn standing there with his blazing sword, Elwyn and Deimos floating in the air above it from your platform.
Is there enough room for me to move here and be on the platform?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'll do. And I'll tap this dust guy.
The Shadow of Dusk. Okay, so you come into contact with the Shadow. Go ahead and target it and roll.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna cast Blink first.
Okay, so that's your action or bonus action.
I think that's action.
I think Blink is an action.
No. Yeah, Blink is one action.
Yep.
For bonus. So it's a level 3 spell. But I still get one attack. Ugh. Running out of spell slots and we haven't even gotten anywhere.
You hit. Okay,
Does
so
that do damage?
yes. So now that you guys are close enough, you guys can see what they look like.
Ooh, wow.
That's what Feldorn saw earlier. So they
That
just
looks so
these
cool.
these inky black kind of swirling things just floating around.
Boo.
All right. Okay. I think at this point we're gonna roll initiative since everyone has gone and we've engaged in actual combat with the primary dude. Go ahead and roll initiative, everybody. And I will roll for Albrecht even though he's unconscious.
Mammoth rolled a 12.
Okay. That's everybody. Okay. So they're a little taken aback as this happens. This spark is still alive.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's out of spell slots though. He's gonna continue to attack you, Mammoth. Hits.
Alrighty.
Does 2 damage.
It shouldn't resist anymore. Sorry, I probably need to get rid of that.
How are you resistant to lightning damage? You shouldn't be resistant.
No, that was just the absorb lightning from.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so I need to get rid of that.
Alright, well, I fixed damage on you. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, and... Oh, the imps go next. Interesting. Imps are gonna attack you, Mammoth.
Cool, cool.
Miss, and... Hit, and damage, and save, and poison. Alright,
And I do make it, so that should be okay.
Euphemia, your turn.
Oh, I forgot to roll my blink last round. But I didn't get
Go ahead and roll
doesn't matter.
Go ahead and roll your blank for last round, just to see if you're still around.
Well, did anything hit me?
No.
Then doesn't matter, I wouldn't have moved.
Okay, go for it. You're up.
I'm just gonna attack.
Okay, 2 hits. Okay. You feel your blade cut into them and slash, and you can feel that their inky constitution is being kind of like pulled away by your blade. You can see evidence of the cold frost magic on your edge, definitely leaving a chilled effect in their
How about the
in their
moonlight?
inky form. Yes, it all does damage.
Well, I mean, does the moonlight from the moonlight blade affect them?
No, it's not dispelling any kind of darkness around them.
Okay.
Okay. Next up, Feldorn, and then Deimos, you're on deck.
Yep.
Alright, so first, my rapier comes flying up.
Okay.
Next, right in front of me, I'm going to use my Hexblade's Curse as a bonus action onto the dude in the darkness.
Okay. It does land.
And I'm going to slash at him with my Sunblade.
Okay. That's a crit.
Ooh.
Take that, Biznatch.
Okay, your light. You thrust your sunblade up into the darkness, and you can feel and the sickening impact of it as it finally makes contact with this creature up above you. Let's see here. As you do that. He has a very large character sheet. 1 second. Okay. Dusk, legendary action. Every bad guy within
I'm a good guy though.
every enemy within 30 feet of him, including Albert.
Future friend.
Alright, you see him lift his hand, and in his hand is this glowing, this object, and he mutters an incantation, and from it a jet black, like solidified shadow streams out at you guys. All the creatures around him. Failure.
Holy shit. That was 23. I had to get a 20.
Jeez.
You get advantage.
Dexterity
Or should I
saving
get
throw.
advantage? Yeah.
Go ahead and roll again. Okay. And
Oh, Albrecht too.
No, Albrecht's
He's
unconscious. He
unconscious.
doesn't get.
Oh,
he
damn.
doesn't-
Oh my god.
So this inky black like tendril reaches out to you, and it hits you all in different parts of your body. So Deimos hits you like in the leg, Elwyn probably in the chest, Euphemia is in your shoulder, Albrecht it's on his gut because he's lying on the ground, Feldorn is like on the back of your neck, and it just attaches for a second, and you feel like a tingle and like sharp prickly pain in the small area that it hits you, and that's it. That's all you feel. Deimos, you kind of look down, and Euphemia, you look over. Everyone who can see the general area, and at that spot, if you can see it, so Euphemia, you'd be able to see it on your shoulder, I guess. Deimos, it's kind of underneath your armor, but there, and it's just kind of etched into your skin, is the symbol. All right. Deimos, now it's your turn.
Oh no, we're turning into Sasuke. No.
Oh no. Deimos is going to do his 5th level. He's going to do a mass cure wounds on everybody,
Okay.
and then he will can't do much else yet. But that's what he's going to do. He's gonna. I guess if I can use any other type of action, try to figure out if I've ever seen this symbol before, which I'm sure I probably haven't.
Roll religion. You don't recognize it, but you can tell that you are now, and everyone who has a symbol on them is now under the effect of a curse.
Ah, okay.
All right.
Oh, I just noticed. I healed the Shadow of Dust too, I think.
Number 2 for 21.
Let me check real fast. Sorry.
I don't think you did.
No, I didn't. I
No,
just
you
hit him
didn't.
somehow. Never mind. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're good. All right. Okay. Dusk is there, and you can tell that now that as you guys are closer and you're seeing this, that those two inky black creatures are actually his like personal shadow that he's animated and split off into two. So he himself doesn't cast a shadow, but these two things are actually the embodiment of his shadow. He says, "Very good, very good. Let's test your strength with this. What will you see in the other world?" Shadow number 1 is going to, let's see here, swing through the darkness up to you, Deimos.
Does my rapier get an attack of opportunity?
Yes. Okay, you hear your rapier laughing in your mind, ha 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 ha, as it slashes at the shadow as it's running away. Deimos, this thing comes up to you, and it is going to come into contact with you and cast a spell.
Charisma. He knows my weakness.
Alright. So I'm doing this twice because you actually have disadvantage on it. Alright, so you guys see this thing coming up to Deimos, and you can sense the conjuration of arcane energy as it casts this spell. Anyone anything?
It's a spell. I will counter.
Alright, roll me a charisma check.
Yeah.
Fails. It says a 5th level spell.
Oh, I got Bardic Inspiration.
Do you?
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Woohoo!
Okay. Counterspelled.
Guys, I passed it.
Deimos, you succeed in not being banished.
Whew.
Elephant turn.
Alrighty, I am going to try to move this away, and I will probably take some off attacks as I do so. But I'm basically trying to get a line of sight on that darkness and dispel it so people can actually cast spells in that area. So I will burn a 4th level on that.
Roll me an intelligence check from Renly.
Alrighty. 6.
You've hit this. I'll just give it. You've hit this with dispel magic a couple times. It's been in the face. It's right now as this darkness persists in the face of Feldorn's lightsaber, basically. You're not gonna be able to dispel that darkness right there around him.
Okay. Let me see then. Can I? You know what? I'm just gonna hit the thing next to me and then figure it out later.
Okay.
So there. Ow! Ow!
Anything else?
I'm rolling so pathetically. No, that's about it. Done.
Okay. All right. Dusk raises his hands. All right, here we go. It's his first turn, I believe. First things first. Everyone around him. Jeez. Wisdom saving throws. Deimos, you succeed.
Is that a spell?
It's... We'll call it a magical effect. Go ahead and roll again. Nope.
Yeah, I'll keep the first one.
You're frightened. That's his aura of fear. As the shadow and the darkness is just becoming tangible. It's like... and wrapped up in it, you guys can almost like feel just a hateful and dark presence around you, and you guys are frightened to your core with this, and it's definitely a magical effect, but you can feel it kind of coming over you.
How far away is he from me?
You, a little over 10 feet.
Oh well.
He pulls out, he reaches into the inky blackness, and what seems to just coalesce in his hand, the shadows come together. Well, you guys can't really see it, but a black blade of shadow comes cutting through the air. One at Elwyn.
Better kill me because I'm about to whip some ass. I'll burn a second level. Oh no, I already used my reaction, so that would hit.
And
Holy shit, this punk has a plus 15.
Oof.
and you have and at the same time you see a bolt of dark energy. You fail.
No, actually, he succeeds.
Yeah, I needed exactly 16.
Oh yeah, half that. Okay, yeah, you succeed. A bolt of black energy comes flying up at you, Deimos.
I punch it away
Oh shit.
with super amazing godlike power.
I should have rolled for my.
Oh, did the plus 10 not do anything?
Oh, you used it?
Yeah, I used one of the War God's blessings.
29.
So that'll be at 36.
Okay.
I should have used
Okay,
my
you're fine.
blink. So, and I forgot again.
Okay, so you would not be afraid then. Oh, roll. Go ahead and roll your D10, your D20, Euphemia.
Never mind.
Yeah, you're still there.
I assumed you said Deimos didn't get hit with that 69.
Yeah, I got
Correct.
that. Or something.
Alright, and I think that's what he does right now. Go ahead and next person, which is this other Shadow Dusk number 2. Shadow Dusk number 2 is going to, on you guys right there. Actually, on you, Euphemia.
What's on me?
He's targeting you.
Who?
The one right above you, Shadow Dusk number 2. This is a hold monster spell.
Wouldn't it be? You have to be. Oh,
Okay,
I'm gonna.
so you're gonna
Oh,
fail
failed.
this.
Oh, well, I'm gonna counter spell it. Well, not counter spell. I'm gonna absorb it.
Or you're gonna counter it with your legacy item.
Yeah.
Okay, so that takes your reaction, I believe.
Yes.
Alright. Alberic's turn. Death saving throw.
Oh no, he got
He's
healed.
back up.
Oh, he's up. Oh yeah, you healed him for 21. Okay. Alberic's gonna stand up to his feet because and that's half his movement. He's going to swing at Shadow Dusk number 2. Raging, correct, he's raging. Hits. Hits. Misses. Okay.
Alright. I'm scared of this dude, so I'm gonna say, Deimos, I'm leaving. You wanna come with me?
He's actually
Nope.
going to cast as a legendary action before your turn, Elwyn. He's going to cast a spell.
Oh, okay. Going to this thing right here.
— 30-foot radius sphere. Oh, it's huge. 30-foot radius is massive. Holy crap.
Holy shit.
All right, so the whole top of this area that you're in just begins to get engulfed in a dark shadow, but you see crackles of lightning kind of echoing through it and just like refracting all through the area. Each creature inside of the shadow storm must make a dexterity saving throw.
So him and the shadows have to make one?
No. Felder and Owen, Euphemia, Albrecht. Deimos.
Alright, I can totally
Mammoth.
get this nat 20.
Spark. Oops. Let's see. You guys got to roll it manually.
This dex.
Yeah, dexterity saving throw. For some
That's the
reason.
spell, right?
Yes, it is a spell. Huh. Albrecht succeeds. Okay.
Whew.
Lightning damage echoes through the room. All in that area, inside this shadow storm.
He
Right.
succeeds, but it still kills him.
Oh, and now it's your turn.
Death save. How far do I drop?
Right, basically on top where Euphemia and Deimos are. So Deimos,
I'm
you fall
normal
as well.
size now.
Okay. So I'm just gonna spread you guys out on this platform a little bit. So it looks like, kind of like that.
Ah,
Alright, so Elwin, you and Deimos come careening to the ground, smash down there. Albric is also lying down on the ground. Renly, what do you do?
Alrighty, I am going to mass cure wounds. So let's do that.
don't do that. Don't do
Okay, let's not do that. Instead, I'm going to wild shape back into Renly, and for my action, pull out a broom of flying from my haversack, and then fly straight up.
Okay, to where?
My full movement, which would be 50 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. This is magical darkness, right? I can't see through it?
No, this storm is not magical darkness. It's just,
Oh.
it's very much a cloudy kind of blackness.
Oh, okay, okay. Then I would probably then go through 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
The only darkness
And-
is around him himself.
I will be there.
Okay.
And that'll be it. I'm gonna try to get some cover from him and prepare for the next turn then.
Okay. Euphemia.
I can see you. 9th level. Or mass
Ninth
heal, sorry.
Alright, so this is 700 damage worth of hit points.
Yeah. That should be enough to heal everyone.
1, 2, 3. Albric has a lot of damage on him, but it should be just barely enough, actually. 221, 349, 453, 523, 635. You are actually short. 635, 735 minus 9. 726. You're 26 hit points short of being able to heal everybody. So where does the 26 hit points of damage remain?
Fuck the dwarf.
Okay.
Were you counting our max hit points or just the wounds?
The wounds. Alright. So,
It's kind of surprising to know that we have over 700 worth of damage on us.
Actually,
Okay.
wait, wouldn't Albric have taken half from the thunder thing since he saved?
I think
it was enough. He had 21 hit points left. It did, like,
Yeah.
47, so even if
it
he
did
saves...
26.
Okay.
Yeah. He still knocks him unconscious. Okay, so he has 26 hit points of damage on him. Albric
And he
still
still
has
has more
damage.
health than all of us.
Okay, so Euphemia, you stand there and you channel your
And
strongest energy
Oh.
and bring everyone back up.
then I want to attack the shadow.
Okay, that's your bonus action. You hit.
Oh, wait. Can I take that back? I changed my mind.
You still hit. Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
but I want to do something different.
Okay.
I was going to do that I keep forgetting to do. I want to do the blade song. So everyone gets one advantage attack per round.
Ooh!
Yep. For as long as you're holding concentration on it,
Any attack?
you get
Yeah.
to choose one attack roll that to have advantage on.
Can you remove the enlarged and the shield effect for me? Since I went unconscious and came back, am I still frightened?
I'll let you roll a save again. No, yeah, I'll take it off. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone can take advantage on one attack roll this turn on their turn. Feldorn, you're up.
Since I'm about to...
Well, I was
Oh,
going to move.
yeah, go ahead and roll. Oh yeah, move and then go ahead and roll your blink.
Is there any way I can move, like, close to him? Like, near?
Sure. It's like a 360 degree. It's actually a circle. So that's fine.
I just want to get within 5 feet of him.
He's
You know, if
no,
if
he's
he's
floating up in the air. Yeah, he's floating up in the air,
Well, how
and
far?
it's a dark cloud. You really
I
can't
don't
see him
think-
inside there.
Yeah. I don't think we can see
Buzzorn,
him.
where is he? Can you tell me where he is? So I
We
can
might
get
have to
5
go
feet
in
from
and,
him?
like, feel our way through.
Well, Fuldorn can see
He's
him.
in a damn cloud. Points
Well,
right
can
in
you
front of him.
Can you point?
Whether I point or not, you can't see him. Mechanically, you can't
Yeah.
really see him.
That sounds... Ah.
It just gives you disadvantage, so then you roll straight. for
Oh
that
no,
one
no,
attack.
I'm a Mage Slayer, and I would have advantage on all things spellcasting. In other words, if I was 5 feet, then I'd be in a lot better position.
And technically, since you're frightened,
Yeah, you have a
Huh?
disadvantage anyway. It's like you're blind.
You can't
can-
move closer to him.
Okay, Feldon, your turn.
Okay, I'll guess I'm back over
Uh,
here.
so can I angle of Cone of Cold to hit all 3 of them without hitting any of my allies?
Ooh.
Without hitting any of them,
Yeah, since they're technically all flying.
Albric has not stood up yet.
So then it would, yeah.
So yes.
Cone of Cold is 60-foot cone.
Yeah, but
So-
like normally if Albric was standing up, you'd be hitting him in the head, I'd say. But Albric and Elwyn have not had their turns yet, so they're still prone.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, nice.
So then angling it so it misses everybody that's not prone. Cone of Cold.
1 second here. Okay. Shadow number 2 is gonna roll one more time. This is a Constitution save, right?
Yep.
They basically have advantage on your spell saves. So both shadows fail. Dusk succeeds.
Did do have damage to him or no?
Yes.
And with that, Feldorn stands still for 20 minutes and logs off.
Okay.
Oh
'Cause
my god.
I really have to go to sleep, or I'm
No
gonna
worries.
fall asleep and get fired.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Good night.
Damos,
Night-night.
your turn.
They say you had to go to sleep to get fired?
Deimos is gonna Hadouken punch up in the air. I guess I'll use that advantage thing because I only have one attack.
Okay.
User
Oh.
disconnected from your channel.
Ooh.
Guys, that's number 4 today. And then as my bonus
Oh.
action.
Yeah.
It only had 3 HP.
Got it, guys.
Oh my god.
And then as my bonus action, I'm gonna shield myself.
Okay.
This shit's about to get real.
As you kill that shadow, the aura of darkness around Dusk shrinks. You still can't see him himself, but it's a much smaller aura of darkness, but basically like a 5-foot sphere, and he's in there somewhere. You just can't tell where exactly within that 5-foot sphere he is. Okay. He casts a spell, so he has no legendary actions. Shadow Dusk number 1. For his turn, he's going to fire to everyone who is so conveniently bundled up on the floor. "40-foot Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna counterspell it.
Okay. Did you use your reaction yet at all? No. Did you roll your blink from last time?
No, I didn't.
You are in the
You're all
ethereal.
screwed.
I will counterspell it.
Okay. Roll a charisma check.
The one time I don't want it to work. Or whatever.
You roll natural 20. Elwyn, you're unable to counterspell this 5th level spell.
You know what? I'm gonna use my last luck point on that.
Okay.
Don't you have?
There you go. You got it.
Yes!
Okay. You counterspell the flame strike. Okay, Dusk's turn. I'm actually not sure how to use this spell.
Aim it at me. I dare you.
sure how to use this spell.
What?
Time stop.
What is it?
Oh, kind of sucks in this edition.
Yeah, you can't really use it against people per se, but you could like move and other stuff. It's weird.
Yeah, he can take a nap, but he can't do anything to harm us or any of our possessions or anything.
I guess you'd have to use it to like cast it and summon a bunch of stuff or effects or something, and then just like unleash them all at the same time, or something. Like cast
Yeah.
it and put it and summon a delayed blast fireball in the middle of you, and then
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't do that. That'd be
I don't think
mean.
he can summon because that would affect another creature other than himself, right? The creatures that he's summoning.
Oh, yeah, good point.
all right, he won't use it. All right, so he's going to cast his one ranged attack and his one melee attack. And the first target will be range attack on Albric. The unfortunate thing about D&D is the higher the levels of characters and everything, like the options that they have are so much more, and it just takes much longer to figure out what to do.
Oh yeah.
It's a pain in the butt.
It is true.
It's like, oh, this guy has 47 spells.
He literally does. If when you watch the video, you can scroll. You can see me scrolling up and down through his character sheet. I'm like, what the hell is he supposed to do at this point? I think my next guy, the next guy you fight is going to be much more simple. Okay, this is against Albric.
Jeez.
Okay, it's a focused blast of energy. He uses his basically his whole attack motion to do that.
Wow.
Okay, Albric's turn. He's pissed off. He will re-enrage, and he will look around and say, "Toss me!" Because he can't reach. He's gonna throw some javelins into the shadow.
Oh, I just realized something. I think when I wild shape, my initiative disappeared.
You were at a 13.
14, I think,
14?
or yeah, there might have been one
I
or the
think
other.
12.
Yeah, somewhere between 10 and 14.
Okay. Well, you get to go next.
Oh, okay. I will move this away. I'm going to go past when I feel him. I am going to cast Contagion. I'm going to use that advantage so it rolls straight. Let's try that out. Okay. Okay, and I do Slimy Doom, and I am going to be just hovering over here in between so people can climb up on the broom and then hit him. And any damage he takes stuns him. Done.
It's a 5th level spell.
Mm-hmm. And oh, I will check it off.
Okay, you're good. He tried to
And
counterspell you,
done.
but he failed.
Alrighty.
So let's say, okay, so Contagion.
He gets 3 saves, but this starts automatically, like it happens right now. So
Creature
yeah.
begins to bleed uncontrollably. The creature has disadvantage on Constitution checks and Constitution saving throws. In addition, whenever the creature takes damage, it is stunned until the end of its next turn. How long does this last?
It's non-concentration, and it's 7 days. He has to save 3 times to actually get off of it. If he doesn't, I think it's permanent or something. But yeah.
After failing 3 of these saving throws, these effects last for the duration. Creature stops making these saves. After
So 7
succeeding,
days, but succeeding it goes away.
Creature recovers from the disease and the spell ends. Any effect that removes the disease or otherwise ameliorates the disease effects applies to it. Oh, that's
So
interesting.
at the end of his turn, he has to make a con save, but he is disadvantaged at it. But I think he has advantage, so it's straight. I'm not sure, but yeah, that. And Albert can climb on the broom to reach him if he wants.
Yeah, you'll have to do that. So you fly up to do that, and you're still within physical range of him at the end of your turn, unless you fly away.
Oh no, I'm
Alright.
staying right there.
Elwyn, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna get up, and I'm just gonna hover in the air right here. I'm gonna pull out a scroll that I've been saving for like a year almost. And I'm gonna aim it right at the darkness and getting this guy too.
Okay. What are you casting?
I am casting Prismatic Spray.
Okay. Yeah, that's you totally can.
Oh, and if
Them.
he was concentrating on anything, any concentration will fail now. Because he's stunned.
He's not stunned right now. He's stunned if he takes damage.
Oh yeah, but didn't Albert do the damage?
Oh, because of the order?
Yeah, but it's 12, 7, 4, so I was like thinking that Albert had done damage to him.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I will go with that. Okay, so he's stunned.
Okay, so the first one is, I guess, for the Shadow of Dusk. Oh, I get to roll 2 more.
Woohoo!
So a 2 and a 7. 10d6 acid. And... blind. That's the acid damage.
Okay.
Then this one's for the main dude. 10d6 fire. Oh, and if he resists, then he takes full damage.
Let's see. Did you make him roll the save?
Oh, it's auto now because he's stunned, so he feels it no matter what.
Yeah, but I did roll the save, so you scrolled
Okay.
a little bit. They both failed.
Okay. So 38 to the shadow, right? Did you do that yet? And 30.
6 to him.
Okay.
Then I will finish my movement off there.
A failed save, the target is blinded and must then make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your start of next turn. Okay, so he's floating in the air right now, and he is stunned and blinded.
Did I heal the one dude?
Don't think so. No.
I thought his health was like way lower. But does the shadow?
Oh wait, sorry.
does.
There you go. Should be that.
Okay.
Alright,
Oh,
Euphemia.
you know what? Yeah, never mind. I'm
Euphemia,
sorry,
your
but-
turn.
Is he visible enough to attack?
It's a melee attack.
Yeah.
He's out of range if you're on the ground.
If I got up to him, I mean, is there gonna be like disadvantages and shit?
You'd have to be. You'd have to swing into the darkness, but you're
Remember, I
frightened.
can.
You cannot move closer
Oh.
to him from where you
Or
are.
don't I make like saves against that? I haven't made any saves against it.
Beginning of your turn, sure. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, I didn't get one for the last turn either.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
What is it?
Wisdom saving throw. Nope.
Do I get 1 or 2?
You get 2.
I'm gonna natural 20 this entire.
Nope. You're still
I'm gonna
frightened.
have to. Um. Can't move near him.
You cannot move closer
Does
to him.
the dimensional, or when I reappear from banish, does that count? Or that, you know, the 10-foot pop in?
I mean, in the ethereal zone, can you move closer to him
Yeah.
if you're frightened? It's a psychological effect that's keeping you away. I mean, you know, and you can see him. To walk closer to. So I would say, no, you cannot walk closer in the ethereal realm because it's not a spell that's keeping you away. It's like a psychological effect.
Okay, can I appear up here?
Sure.
Technically still away from him,
Yes.
and I'll attack this guy. Oops. Where are you? Here we go. So, first attack will be advantage.
Okay.
Instead.
You go up and you split it in half, and as your sword cuts through it, glistening with moonlight, your blade, as it's slicing through it, it dispels the darkness, and the shadow dissipates. And so does the aura of darkness around him.
Can I like let myself fall closer to him?
No.
Why not?
If you're afraid of a guy, you don't want to fall towards a guy.
Stop bringing logic into this.
Deimos, your turn.
Deimos is going to pull up a
wait,
special Deimos move. He's going to try to push
Okay.
himself off the broom as much as he can.
Woohoo!
Start climbing this Magnus dude. And he decided he's going to start collecting heads again. And I'm going to start punching his neck.
Okay.
And that's
If you
just
hit,
for
you
the-
crit.
No, it's just a stun.
No.
Oh yes, it's not paralyzed, damn it.
So I do that.
But that's beautiful.
And then here is my athletics roll as I start grappling, pulling his head off.
Try to pull his head off. Alright, so you reach out and you get a good grip on his head, and you're trying to gain leverage on it to just pull his head off, sure. Alright, Renly, your turn.
I am going to, let's see, I'm going to, is Albrecht still scared?
Okay,
Like, does
okay,
he look like
okay.
he's really afraid?
Deimos, as you hit him, that's I believe that's the biggest hit he's taken. Yeah. Okay. That breaks the threshold. And you reach over to grapple around his head. You see a shimmering around him, and Elwyn, you recognize this. You would recognize this as the activation of a contingency.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
As an orb of force, of this shimmery, bubble-like force, expands around him, just basically around his person.
Can I grapple the bubble?
You
Like
are
around
trying
it?
to. You're like it's like wrestling a big balloon, like one of those big medicine ball balloons, the bouncy
Man,
ones.
I'm gonna get that thing to the ground.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see if I recognize
Sure.
the spell or trying to
It's
accomplish?
Autoluke's resilient sphere.
Ah, okay.
Okay, Renly, your turn.
Alrighty. Resilient sphere.
And you
I
guys
will
can look
dispel it.
when you
Yeah,
guys
I'll
watch
just try
the
to dispel it.
when you guys watch the video. You can actually see I actually have it written here on his character
a
sheet.
Oh no, I can bet. 14. Never mind. I check off a spell slot. Done. And and I do make a move for if Albrecht wants to get on, he can, and that's about it.
Resilient sphere.
I'm not sure what level resilient sphere is.
It's a 4th level spell.
Oh, okay. I think it's gone.
You banish it. You dispel it. Yes, you do. It disappears.
Okay, and that would be my turn.
His turn. Let's see here. So he's technically still stunned, and he cannot. I guess he can't do anything. He still makes his Constitution save to try to shake the contagion.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to cast, or...?
I'll do it. I got it here.
Okay. A DC is 19. I do not know if that was... Like, does he have advantage?
Yeah, it was,
He's
it
supposed to have
should've been.
advantage.
Then just click advantage, I think.
Yeah,
And-
because you gave him a disadvantage from the...
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do it again.
Oh,
Okay.
he failed. Okay.
Fails it. Alright. On Alberic's turn, let's see, he's stunned. I guess he wouldn't be flying anymore. He's begun. He's been drifting down to the ground slowly. So now he's within Alberic's melee range.
And he's no longer stunned. It's only till the end of its next turn.
Yeah.
So until he takes damage again, yeah.
Miss. Hit.
Ooh.
Crit. 1d9, 1d10 plus 9. Okay, I gotta change this real quick. 3. There we go. Okay,
I
that's
have
Alberic on a
monk
crit.
in one of my groups that just stun locks some of the dudes that they fight, so I have to find something that's immune to stun for like at least one creature.
Just get like a 18 legendary resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, Elwyn, your turn.
Okay, don't waste too much stuff, so... But it is... Yeah, I'm not gonna do Firebolt. Oh,
Oh, wow.
that case... I will... quicken... and cast Enduring Missiles at 5th level.
Okay, so a stream of arcane bolts come flying through your hands. From your hands, all just impacting him. You have advantage on it. They're not even attack rolls, right? It's just they just hit.
No, it's
They just
yeah,
hit.
it's like magic missiles, but they stick around. I cast it at 5th, so it's 4 of them.
Okay. All right, Euphemia, your turn.
So, wisdom save.
You're still frightened.
I'm going to do nothing. I don't know. I'm gonna use my voice of inspiration.
Okay,
And
everyone is inspired.
I'm going to.
So I'm just gonna mark this on there because everyone has inspiration.
If I damage him, he's unstunned.
He's stunned right now, regardless. He gets stunned when he takes damage.
Okay, then I guess I'll throw my ice dagger at him.
Okay.
Do I get advantage on that?
Yes, because he's
Did I?
stunned. Yes. So you hit him with a dagger, and then he failed the save for the effect.
That's all I can do.
Okay.
Until they get close.
Deimos, your turn. So here he's floating down to the ground gradually. You can see he's his body's physically stunned as this disease is overtaking him. Renly just basically went up to him and touched him, and it afflicted his physical form with this pestilence, and his body is racked, and you can hear him groaning and the anger seething from behind his mask, but he's completely incapacitated and unable to act.
Oh.
So
Can I look at him and like kind of see if he's like being kind of possessed, like the prince was, or if this guy's
roll
is
insight.
pretty much boned?
You can tell he does look. His eyes do look wild behind his mask. Pretty bloodshot and crazed.
Okay. Then Deimos, assuming that he's just crazy or something like that, is gonna grab him, drag him over here, pretty much with like all my action, and then it's not sorry, I fell down.
Good.
And then I'm throwing him underneath me, and I'm gonna try to pile drive him all the way to the ground.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm pretty much like dragging him and then pile driving and just trying to like really get a good like knee or punch to the back.
Oh man.
I'm giving like the big people's elbow.
Oh my god.
Oh jeez. Okay. Alright, so you're both gonna take falling damage. But let's see, your weight on top of him, plus all your action and your attack. Alright, Alright, I'm gonna count this as an improvised. Let's see, what's your... Go ahead and roll attack damage against him. And I'll add... Okay. Go ahead and roll an additional... Let's see... 4d8. Okay, so that's more damage on him. That's from... And then... For the damage against both of you guys, go roll me 15d6. That doesn't work. Okay, so. Alright. So you jump off and explain to me what happens. Because he's dead.
Okay, so seeing that he's probably not savable, and Deimos is really trying to impress Tempest again, he drags this guy through and does a signature move from back in his childhood days, as he kind of like gets this guy in like a arm lock bar thing and jumps over the edge with him, and then he says, "I'm gonna give the people what they want," and then I just like totally like ram into him as we hit the ground with my elbow,
Okay. And you
and
guys...
hopefully break him in half or something.
all the way down to the ground. Kaboom. And, I mean, he, like... Most of the bones in his body shatter upon impact with the ground beneath him. It's this massive fall from all the way high near the top of the Arios. You jump off this floating platform and spiral down to the ground, and you time it so that as you land, your whole body weight and the energy behind it is focused onto your elbow as you crunch it down into his chest, and then you of course splat down on the ground. Also, you impact the ground. You take damage. Every bone in his body is shattered. His form barely holds up anymore. It's all crumpled and caked. There's blood splattered all over the ground beneath you. It is a very, very gruesome kind of scene down there.
I yell at him like, "Guys, I think we got him."
Okay.
That was awesome.
That was pretty cool.
Beautiful.
I was gonna say that was pretty awesome. All right. As you do that, you look around, and the Arios is actually quite, aside from the bloodstains, is actually quite the beautiful room. It's the arches in the ceiling and the height and the light that's filling the area. It's pretty touching to you, Deimos, as you're moved to emotion with all the blood underneath you.
I'm gonna yell down, check his pockets.
I feel around in the body parts and try to find stuff.
Okay. All right. On him, he had a couple of scrolls, and he had not a lot, but some monetary stuff.
Doesn't have that cool black sword.
No, that was materialized out of the shadows.
Boo.
Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to dump this in the character sheet, in the PC screen. It's not a ton, but about 5,000 gold. We'll just call it 500 platinum. And some spell scrolls. Okay, what are you guys doing?
The first loot we've gotten in like 3 months, and it's
What
not
about that?
much.
Hand of Vecna. We got a Hand of Vecna.
You guys have gotten some pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, we got some pretty good stuff.
We bought a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah, I gave you the hand of Vecna. What are you
Yeah,
complaining
that's
about?
freaking cool.
And yet we tossed it into the trash.
I'm sure someone's gonna use it eventually.
What scrolls were they?
Let's see, you've got 2 scrolls of Call Lightning. You've got okay, I'm going to give you a scroll for this ability that he had. Okay, let me think about how to. So you have a scroll of Shadow Firebolt.
I can't write it down in a spellbook or anything, so it's just a one-time use, right?
Okay, so that's what it is. Let me think about how to implement this.
Yeah.
It might not be a scroll. It might be an object.
Be like that little pyramid-y or whatever thing he was holding in his hand in the picture.
Jesus Christ, what level is that?
Yeah, let me think about how to implement it. So it's going to be an object. It's going to have charges and that kind of thing that will give you some of the
Okay.
ability to cast this spell. Okay?
Sounds good.
But yeah. So I'm going to create an object to do that. All right, so what are you guys doing now?
What's the way out? Is
What?
it up?
It's up. The
Okay, so
tower
on him,
just
I
keeps
don't-
going higher.
I don't find any keys or anything like that. Any notes? Any shards of glass?
Roll investigation.
I'll fly down and help him, and then enlarge myself and bring them back up whenever we're done.
Oh, I can he can ride in the broom. We'll just be going at 30 feet then instead of 50. So
Wasn't that just one of the side guys? We saw him found the headmaster.
This is correct.
I can enlarge myself at will. Like, it doesn't cost me anything.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
How many guys did he have in here? The headmaster?
2.
Was it 2 or 3? Okay. So yeah, there should be just the headmaster and probably a host of demons. Who wants to take a long rest?
What's a long rest?
The thing that DM will never let us to take.
Why do we need
Well-
one of those?
Because we have no spells or...
I think
The
everything
whole
will be
world
doomed.
outside is burning, so I think we gotta.
The whole
Hurry.
world is always burning. No matter what
Does
we
this
do.
guy have like any cool things on him, or is his head still intact?
No, the bones in his body are all shattered. So you find a couple of scrolls, a couple of scrolls of call lightning, some gold, and you find an object called the Shadow Trigon, which I'm making right now.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm gonna like take like I don't know a ring or something random he had because I'm gonna put it as a trophy on my armor eventually.
All right, you get a half of a broken mask, this black mask that he's wearing.
Ooh, guys, I got a black mask thing.
I'm wondering like whether he had been actually crazy or
Don't worry about it.
diseased.
Don't even worry about it. He was. Deimos couldn't tell.
Deimos was not able to tell the source and really investigate much about anything about
Okay.
him. If he had rolled higher, he would have had a little bit more.
Yeah, he was probably could have been saved.
We'll never know.
Did we want
I'm
to
sure
save
we'll
him and
find
bring him
out.
back?
I don't know if we can save him.
I mean, we probably need to revivify or something.
I don't know if Revivify will work.
That is a
Reviving in
good
this
point.
game is incredibly difficult.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Ugh.
So Miss Renly, do you know the way out of this thing?
Up, up. We keep going up.
Oh. I'll go down, grab Deimos, and then come back up whenever he's done.
Yep, well, I'm done.
I'll grab Feldorn.
Okay. So I've created this item. It should require attunement, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
It's pretty strong.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
What item?
If it's a spell attack, yeah.
Oh, that thing.
I'm putting it in inventory. Okay.
Should be
That
like
is
regain
pretty
1 to 3 charges. Or just 1 charge. 1d3.
No.
No, I think that's good. Just one charge.
It's like you can't complain when you get like a free level 9 spell.
That is true. I was wondering, Feldorn can fly, right? Albrecht cannot fly?
Oh, that is pretty damage.
Albrecht cannot fly.
Okay, then I will carry Albrecht on the broom, so we are flying up 30 feet around. Then.
It currently
Should
has
be good.
one charge in it, by the way.
Yeah. I have a supercharged ring of spell storing. Anybody want to use it?
Oh, that's gross damage.
What does the supercharged ring do?
You can store 8 levels of.
It's a pretty burly ring.
Did you want Feeble Mind?
No, that way I can attune to the Shadow Trigon thingy.
Oh, it has a spell in it?
Right now, the only spell it has is a 2nd level healing word. But you can, you can store 8 levels of spells in it.
I thought we got rid of that healing word and you put heal in it.
I used heal.
Oh, you did,
and-
didn't you? Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Here, I'll put it on in the.
Okay. You guys continue upward, and at the top of the aviary of the Arios, there is a balcony, like a ledge that you land on, and you can walk. It spirals around, and it does eventually open up into a staircase that leads higher. As you guys cross over into it, several things catch your eye as you ascend this staircase going upward. One is that you realize that you're much higher in altitude than you were when you earlier, so the air is a little bit thinner. As you're walking up the walls, you begin to observe cracks and degradation in the stone fixtures themselves, as if almost like seismic activity had caused some of the stones to work themselves loose. The mortar in between some of the stonework to shake out. And you're feeling weird energy kind of pulsing vaguely. And as you ascend higher and higher, these emanations grow stronger. You guys are basically ascending the spire higher and higher. And the higher you travel, the more the spire itself seems to have fallen apart into disarray. The actual stones are broken down. You see large chunks of rock and rubble in the middle of the staircase. You just kind of climb over it. You open up into different rooms. Some of them are upper level dormitories, servants' quarters, some kitchens, that kind of stuff. And the higher you go, you see that they go more and more into disrepair, basically. And the energy feels more and more random and chaotic and different. You guys continue to travel for about 45 minutes. We'll call it 45 minutes to an hour as you guys are walking up uncontested. You guys want to do anything while you're traveling?
About how long did you say we were traveling?
45 minutes to an hour.
Okay. Would that be enough? Can I unattune and attune during that time that we're
Yes.
traveling?
Yes.
Can we just take a short rest?
Up to you.
Are there any windows or anything as we're going up?
Along the way, over the course of this time, yes, you would have found some vantage points with balconies and things that border the edge of the tower that you can look
Does
over.
the outside look like a shit show still going on?
You peer over the edge of the balcony, and far down below you, we're talking you're looking out from the top of a very tall skyscraper. You look down, and you see smoke, you see flame, clouds of dust, auras of magic flashing back and forth as the citizens of Mistrala are combating these massive mountain-sized elementals.
Well, guys,
Behind the elementals, there's just rubble and chaos and destruction as they walk forward through the town.
yeah, we're gonna have to do this pretty fast.
Yep.
What do you guys want to do?
Just keep going, guys.
Yep.
I wish we could stop, but I don't think we're gonna have time to stop.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think so either. We should keep going.
Okay. Renly, you know that after about 45 minutes to an hour pass, that you have now ascended the final staircase, heading up towards basically the upper level of the spire, the upper level of the traversable spire. There is a whole section of the spire that cannot be accessed by stairs or anything like that. But this is where the headmaster had set up as his own private not laboratory but working area, his study.
Okay, I pointed out to everybody.
So we don't see anything or hear anything from the other two big dudes fighting each other, right?
You do not.
On the spire, where is this exactly? This isn't at the top. This is like somewhere higher, but like still on the way to the top, right?
Correct. Here, let me show you.
Okay. I mean, is it open at the moment, or does it look like the doors are locked and?
So you guys are like right here. Okay.
Okay.
This is the top, the very edge of the traversable spire. The what can be accessed by actually staircase and what was accessible towards all the faculty and the students and population. There is a whole section of the spire above it that is, it's like they're conduits. These are, it's like the antenna on top of a skyscraper, basically. It's not physical structure buildings. They're used for something else, and you're not really sure because no one was ever allowed above the headmaster's level.
I don't know what's up ahead, but yep.
So you guys are right here. There's basically one floor above you.
All right, guys. I think we should just call it and saving the world and go back to being farmers. Damos' original idea.
Let's just go in there.
We
get
can
this over
we can
with.
we can paint ourselves to look like demons, and we'll blend in. They'll never even know. We'll have an okay life. It won't be anything fancy.
Okay. Along the way, while you guys are walking,
Yeah, along the way, I would use my Pearl of Power to get back a 3rd level.
okay, go ahead and do that. Ava, while you guys are walking, she's looking around and she's never been this high, and she says, "I wonder what form of incredible devastation has happened to cause this area to fall into such disarray. This is very odd." She says, "I don't like the look or the sound of this place, and I worry for Master Telephos. I have not heard from him."
Oof, yeah, we're probably boned.
She says, "Whatever has happened, whatever dark power has quickly infected this area," she says, it is formidable, to say the least. Do you think whatever it is that Robin here introduced to this tower could have caused all of this?"
Oh, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
I'm like 98%
The
sure.
demon
Yeah.
glass was just a way for that demon guy to put a spell in here.
She looks
Just
around.
corrupted the place.
She says, "But look at these walls. They're falling apart. The stones themselves are beginning to crumble."
Ah, that's probably the weave falling apart.
Yeah, we need to
The
hurry.
straw is probably gonna die.
It might have something to do with Mistra.
Yeah.
She sighs.
Yeah, we gotta hurry.
She says, "I agree." Okay.
All right.
As she's walking up,
I'm
she's-
assuming we ignore the headmaster's quarters, and keep going.
I think we should go in there.
Yeah, during your travel, and while you guys are walking up, she says, "Along with Master Telephos, I've fought some very hard and vicious foes," she says, and I know what lies before us is going to be no easier," she says, "but I have to admit to you, my sense of unease and my fear and my anxiety is greater than any I felt before."
With
Just-
that, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, what are you going to say?
I'm just gonna reach in my pack and take out my potion of invulnerability, and as soon as we get to where the fighting's gonna start, I'm gonna chug that shit.
Okay. She says, "I don't know what lies beyond this level," she says, "but I fear, I can sense it is not going to be a cakewalk for us.
Hell no.
All right. You guys walk into onto the last floor. This is basically the headmaster's private floor, and in it was housed all his laboratories, his studies, his library, all those things. And on the highest level, he could see and observe over Mistrala. Basically the epitome of power in this area. And this is what it looks like now. As you guys come to the top of the staircase,
It's so pretty.
you look around and you see rubble strewn everywhere, collapsed walls, libraries and books and shelves and whole alchemical fixtures and all these things just all broken and fallen apart, like an earthquake had struck almost and just rattled everything to pieces. In the center of the room, and you can scroll down, it's a very large room. In the center of the room is a swirling, glowing orb, just radiating energy. And above it, spires a single beam of light up higher into the spire. You can't tell where it goes, but it's just like shooting straight up into the air. In the middle of the room, standing right here, watching you as you come around and around the corner, basically like this. As you come around the corner, is a single person.
I don't know, guys. He seems kind of weak.
Is that Goku?
Goku's mage brother.
He says,
Does he look very different from what he normally looks like?
Renly. His eyes are blackened. His hair is wilder. His stance is aggressive. His face is scowled in a way that you've never seen it scowled before. He was a calculating and cold, individual who doesn't really relate very well to people. Doesn't really engage in much small talk, or very social before.
Mm-hmm.
But you've never seen him be aggressive. He was always fair. He made the right decisions, or what he calculates to be he's pretty intellectual, I'd say. But now you see him assuming a posture and with a gaze on his face that it looks much different than what you're accustomed to.
I will yell, I'll be like, "We're here to help! What did that fool do?" And I point towards Robin.
Yeah. Headmaster Aaron says, "So our barrier has been broken. I see that we have intruders, and Renly, you are with them. You know the importance of our work here. You know what I have guarded these years. Why have you brought this devastation and this chaos to our world? Look here." He points all around the room. He says, "This is not easy. The cost has been great. I, Flera, and Dusk have been battling and striving for our very sanity all these months. And you just waltz in here and assume that you know an ounce of what is happening.
We really don't.
The arrogance.
We want to help. Damn it.
Help. Help. Without my right hand and my left hand that you have slain, there is nothing to be helped. I can no longer hold the power. I can no longer keep the forces in check."
Well, I mean, they did kind of try to attack us.
We're just trying to save Mistrala. The defenses are up.
Who cares? Let that city burn. You don't understand what is at stake here.
Tell us.
The entire world, Mistra, is dying. What will happen if she were to pass?
Well, yes, we're gonna have a lot more fighters.
Everyone's gonna reroll a fighter.
Tell us what we can do to help save her.
You can offer up your life force to me to give me the strength to hold these forces at bay. That is all you can do.
What forces are we talking about here?
He points behind
One's in
him,
his head.
the swirling black. He says, the powers of chaos that seek to corrupt her.
Is it stronger than a almost godlich?
He says, a lich?
Yeah, like the strongest one. Is it more powerful? This thing that you're talking about?
Do you
than,
speak of Ezjak, the Ashen King?
Oh yeah, that he's dead.
He says, what of it?
Well, I mean, like, is it tougher to fight that thing that you're talking about that you need life force for, or would you say he's weaker than that thing?
He says, there's nothing to combat here. There's only... Let's see here, how would he say this? There's only what must be done.
Well, I mean, could you ever like I don't know, move it, put a blanket over it?
Where is Mistra? We heard that she came here.
He says, she is secured. For
Where?
now. As
Where?
safe as we have been able to make her. But, he looks around. He says, not for much longer.
Would she have any wisdom to deal with this?
If
Can she
she...
speak?
She says, no.
How about this? You take us to her, and then we'll get her out of here.
He looks at you and says, and do what? There is nowhere in this world that is safer than this spot here.
Now, what about on a different world?
You know what? I'm remembering that we think Clovis got in here somehow. I'm gonna take out the last scroll that I've been holding on for like a year. I'm gonna cast it.
What is it?
Ability.
And also, Deimos is thinking, so this place is all a shit show, and it's all gonna go up in flames, and he thinks it's a safe place?
What are you trying to do?
I'm just looking around to see if I see anything in the ethereal realm or if anyone's invisible in here.
You do not see anything.
Alright.
Doesn't even see Robin?
He sees Robin. Yeah, Robin's walking behind you guys.
It lasts for an hour, so let me know if I see anything.
Okay. Alright, that's good to know. Keep remembering that. Alright.
Alright. So if we give you our lives, how long will she be safe for?
He says, it does not matter. Minutes, hours, years. As long as her life force is prolonged. He says, it will be worth any sacrifice. Now come. Give me your lives, so that I can do what must be done for this world.
We need her to be safe permanently, not just for minutes or hours.
I assure him that I'm a doctor, and I can save her.
And without us, this world would have fallen so long ago.
Permanence is a dream. Eternal change is a fantasy. You are all fools.
Well, technically, you're a fool then.
He reaches up, he says, I see that I will have to take this by force.
No, you don't have to.
and he slams his staff into the ground, and behind him, massive portals open, and you can see creatures bursting forth from them. And Renly, you know this. As a mage, as a scholar, he was reputable, but as far as personal combat and strength, he's nothing to be to write home about. Where he did excel, what his mastery was he was a very, very powerful summoner.
Alrighty.
And the room fills with creatures of immense elemental power.
Oh, for a second I thought you brought those like the 4 elemental princes from the Prince of the Apocalypse. I was like, oh shit.
Well, wait till you fight these things.
It might be worse.
Like the Titans.
Okay, so emerging from you've got a massive air, fire, and water elemental. 3 of them, one of each. Just like powerful, looming, just bursting with energy of elemental strength. And one of them is a very, very large dragon turtle, the 4th creature.
Jeez.
Just kind of like, as large as a dragon turtle could be to fit here. He's a very large turtle. A real dragon turtle would be much larger than this. But
Can I tell if they've been summoned, or
Oh, yeah,
is this
he's-
like a plain thing?
he
or?
summoned them right now.
Okay.
That's what he slammed his staff on the ground and activated it, and these things came bursting out of the whatever plane he summoned them from.
Alright, I'm gonna counterspell it.
All right. So this is what you guys are fighting next week.
Ugh.
I give you guidance as, as I see you doing this. Oh no, I can't. It's a reaction, damn it.
Roll my charisma. Oh shit. Why did I waste that on a joke?
Okay.
Oh shoot. Well, thanks for running the game.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, thanks.
Hopefully we'll have more than just one more session.
I know, right?
I don't know how tapped are you guys? You're not too bad.
It
I'm
could be
still
worse.
good.
Yeah, you've still got plenty of spell slots.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm more worried about what they can do.
Okay. So we'll find out next week.
Cool.
All right.
See you guys.
All right, guys. Have a
Yeah.
good night.
See you.
User disconnected from your channel. User disconnected from your channel.